Hey there, kids. It's me, Oni the Unicorn. And I'm here to tell you that f***ing your dreams ain't cheap. In fact, it costs a ton of cash to do. So that's why me and the Oh No Radio Show need your help. Just go to the website displayed below and hit us up with some cash, yo. $1, $5, $1 million if you have it to spare. Any amount is appreciated. Well, I gotta go because these dreams ain't gonna fuck themselves. See ya!
No.
No! God, please, no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no. Oh hell no.
You are listening to the Oh No Radio Show.
Eat a bag of dicks.
It's episode 600, ya fatties! Oh no, baby! Oh no! Oh no! I don't want you anymore. Yes, baby, I told you before. You went away and you said you left me, and now you live in misery. Although you want me to take you back, you said you're sad about this and that. Oh no, baby!
Oh no.
That is right. That is right. Welcome to another edition of the Oh No Radio Show.
Hail Moon Satan.
And it's episode 600. And guys, here's the deal. It wouldn't be another episode of this Oh No Radio Show if we didn't have technical issues right out the gate, you know?
Straight out of the
Straight
gate,
out
my
the gate.
dude.
I already got a camera down. Our guest camera is down, but don't worry. We're going to get that. Everything's going to be just
Wait,
groovy.
is my camera still up?
Your camera is still
Oh, I feel
indeed
for all
up.
the people then. They still gotta look at this ugly mug.
He still got you for some reason. He still got you.
Me and the soul patch.
Guys, we're gonna
I
run.
like it.
We're gonna run things a little loose tonight. My name is Owen. I am the
So
captain
loose.
of this shit ship, and I have been since its inception. And Ty, I think it's only appropriate I introduce you second because you are the
Hey, man.
second longest reigning, person on this show.
I think I'm winning by a lot.
Yeah, you kind of are. You've been with me. How long? How long have you been doing this motherfucker now?
Man, we're getting old and shit. I don't know, like 12 years, 11, 12, something like
It's
that.
definitely something. It's definitely somewhere along those lines, I
Hold
want to
on.
say.
What year is it?
Now, you've been here like, I don't know, 9, something like 9
I think I joined in
years.
like 2011.
Was it that? Wow, damn. All right, well, fair enough. It has been probably about that long. But thank you, Ty, my lizard wizard,
Hey.
for being with us.
Happy
And,
to be here. Yes.
Of course, now we've got our good friend Mikey B. Mikey B, you are such a great addition to the show. When you're not absolutely sloshed,
Dude, which in admission has been a lot less recently, right?
it has a lot less sloshy,
I would also like to I think
a lot more fatso, a lot less sloshy.
wow, dude, I've been losing weight too.
Really, you can't tell.
Well, it's because I'm gaining muscle. Like muscle is heavier than I don't want to go in the traditional.
Here we go.
Either way, whatever it is, whatever reason you've kept me on the show this long, I think I'm at about 6 years with the show now because I came on
about there.
in the 300s
Yeah.
after the perfect game.
Yes, he did.
So I
Yup.
You've been
I'm-
about here about half the time the show's been around, and that's no.
I feel, dude. Can I tell you? When I told my employees today, they said, "Hey, man, you're off. It looks on the schedule like you're off early today." And I'm like, Yeah, I got the 600th episode
Right?
of the podcast that I'm a part of.
Were their minds blown?
And they're like, some of them were like, 600 episodes. I'm like, yeah, man. Like, I've only been on this show 6 years. They're like, that's like the whole time. I'm like, okay, well, and I had to explain to them, like, you do about 50 episodes a year. 'cause you take
Couple weeks
take
off.
a couple weeks off here and there. So yeah, if whatever podcast you're listening to, if it's a weekly podcast,
About 50 a year.
50 a year. So look at how long they've been doing it. And
Right.
you kind of tell, and they go,
Oh.
"Damn, you've been doing it for fucking 6
Well,
years."
And let's be real, our number of 600 is completely falsified in the sense that we've done way more than 600 episodes.
Yeah,
If-
that's true.
If you
And
count some stuff like, I mean, we had bonus episodes back in the days. We
all
had,
the premium content that's out there.
and then now we
at
do
our Patreon, patreon.com/ONRS.
Thank
Sign up
you.
for
Thank
at just
you.
$2.
And now that we've been doing Ono 2.0, where we're doing too long of episodes, like 3-4 hour episodes, we decided to split them in half. So you get hour and a half long episodes. You get them twice a week.
Oh, and you know who
now,
else does
now
4-hour
realistically-
episodes?
Who's that?
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
And our podcast is way better than fucking Red Rogan.
He almost makes as much money as us. He almost
Oh,
makes as
almost.
much money off this podcast.
His Spotify deal was nothing compared to ours.
Nah, exactly.
But,
But
well, that's
You know
why.
what?
That's
I
why.
met Joe Rogan.
If-
Did I ever tell you my Joe Rogan story?
tell me that in a second, because we do have to introduce.
Did I ever tell you guys like the small island I live on now?
Can I just introduce our fucking guest, for Christ's
We have a
sake?
guest.
Guy's been sitting here and like he's dying to talk. He wants to join the radio show. He wants to be part of the
He has been
nonsense.
respectful enough to not talk until we say his name.
We're gonna get
So
him-
what makes me think we could literally not say his name
The
the
whole
whole
show?
episode, and he'll never
Do we just
say
not?
anything.
Do we just not acknowledge? His camera's up now, so they'll just see him. We just don't acknowledge him. I'll keep his mic off the whole time. He just sits there, and we like. We
Hell no, because it's my good buddy Jason Glassford.
What's going on, everybody? Howdy ho.
Bro, Jason, this guy right here, if I go to an event of a certain local podcast that
Yep.
we're all friends with, Semantics, not the big one y'all thought I was
No,
going to say.
we don't mention their names anymore.
No, my good friends Samantha and Travis, they have some events. And this guy right here, he is one of the guys I look for at events because I know if he's there, I know that I can hang out with this guy and at least have a real nice, swell time.
It's like a safe space for both of us.
And I tell you what, he is Jason. Thank you for joining us. First off,
Thanks for having me, guys.
He's Thai level
Yeah.
chill, if we can say that.
He is high level chill, and he is I consider the nicest guy in Orlando. I
Oh,
think
one,
he is
one of them at least.
definitely one of
You
my
guys are the
wife.
sweetest.
My wife adores Jason.
Mine too.
My wife adores and says he has the most beautiful eyes on and most
Oh.
beautiful
My
eyes
wife
in
says
Orlando.
he's a very sweet individual.
Yeah, yeah,
'cause
yeah.
He's very caring.
I
You
mean,
guys are gonna make me blush.
I'm pretty sure my wife would bang Jason if she wasn't
Mine
with me.
too.
So
Jesus.
I'm just saying, like,
Gotta figure out a way to get rid of you guys.
This old pea hound.
yeah,
Oh wait, this is our 600 episode, right?
yeah, we can say
This
whatever.
old puss hound
Yeah,
over here.
yeah,
Forgot it. We're allowed
yeah.
to say it now. We made
Drop
it
the
to 6.
censors.
Yeah, well, we weren't allowed to say it before.
That's what I'm
I
confused
don't.
about.
I don't think. I think we could have said it, but it would have
Now
been
it's-
taboo.
Now it's official.
Now
we
we're
can't.
600 now. Now we can. Now we can. You know what, guys? We've been saying Downey for a long time in reference. We're now just gonna start saying Down syndrome.
Wow. I mean,
There it is.
isn't that more? Isn't that like actually the?
It's
right-
more offensive, but
Is
it's
it?
more
No, I think it's-
allowable.
I think it's less offensive, and I know I'm keeping it downy. No, we're keeping it downy.
We're keeping it down.
Yeah, we're keeping
Oh,
it downy.
Yeah, keeping it downy, boy.
Oh.
Hey.
As you can hear, we're keeping it loose. We're gonna have a good time tonight. We've got some voicemails from plenty of people out there that have been listening to the show that wanted to call in and just say a word or two about the the 600 episode. But before we do that, I'll tell you a story about one of those voicemails. My mom, of course, she likes to
Mama Butler?
Mama Butler likes to listen to the show every once in a while, and she likes to.
I'm excited.
She used to like to call in, with their updates and their travels and all that type of stuff. My parents' travels. And
It's,
so I got.
what's your mother's Meredith?
I'm not telling you her name. Honestly, I'm not. I don't feel comfortable.
I think it's an M. I know it's an M, and I just can't.
It's Marilyn. It's fine. But I had my like Google Voice whole like phone line thing like set up weird. For some reason, I had it like tied to my phone, so like every message wasn't going to voicemail. It was coming to my phone.
It was getting forwarded to
It was
your
getting
phone?
forwarded to my phone. I think I did this when I was drunk. When I went on,
Martell's.
I think I did it on vacation. I think I did something like this when I went on vacation at some point, and I forgot to like change it back. So I'm at work today, and you know, I'm my day's just getting started, and I get this call. I get this number that I don't know, and it just says Portugal. I'm like, well, oh fuck, because we don't, you know, we use like WhatsApp to communicate because it's expensive to, you know, communicate back and forth, whatever, right? International numbers and all that shit.
Oh, so did it charge you?
I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that out. But I see it and I just see Portugal. I'm like, oh shit. Well, something's wrong. So I'm like, well, I guess I kind of got to answer because it's Portugal. Like my family, my parents live over there, and I answer that, and my mom's like, hello. Oh, Owen. Oh, is that you? Like,
Is it your 600th episode?
Is there something wrong? I said, Mom, is there something wrong? Like, oh no, I'm just calling. I'm calling to leave the voicemail thing.
Oh.
So you wanted the voicemail thing. It's like, well, you got to call the special number. She's like, oh, I did. That's what I'm doing now. She reads out the
Mom
number.
is the troubleshooting.
Yeah.
No, she's like, that's what I'm doing, you fucking asshole. I'm calling the special number.
And there's another guy that left a voicemail a little more like that later on, but
I think I might know a special English friend who leaves a special voicemail.
Yeah, exactly. So without further ado, I'll give you Mama's.
Mama Butler's voicemail
first, just to
If
get.
there's not
things-
one idn't in this, I'm out.
She's not-
it?
Now you might get that later on with our other English voicemails. No, my mom's Welsh, and she's very well educated and well spoken,
And
so you won't get a lot of that. But
and she is a wonderful, sweet,
she sure is.
hot little lady.
Oh wow!
Okay.
Wow, I mean, not bad for 70 is what you're saying.
Marilyn looks wonderful.
Not bad for 70. Yeah.
I'd buy her a drink.
Yeah, of course. All right, I'll tell her that. I'll let her know if she doesn't listen. But here we go. Here's Mom. Let's get this going.
Hi guys, it's Owen's mum
Yes.
from Portugal.
Yeah.
Mama Butler.
Congratulations on your 600th episode. And they said it wouldn't last. Damn. I trust you've got some
Who said that?
surprises in store for
It
the
was me.
show. And
Her.
I shall raise a glass to toast.
Oh, what the hell's she on about? Let me hear. Hang on. Let me back it up a little bit.
Oh, but they weren't anywhere near us.
No,
But
that was the wrong one.
I trust you've got some surprises in store for the show.
Oh, yeah.
And I shall raise a glass to toast the next 600. Good luck, guys.
I'll raise a glass with
Oi.
All good here in Portugal. Wildfires are now under control, but they weren't anywhere near us, but some poor bugger had them. But we do need some rain, so send
Some poor
some over
bugger.
if you get a chance. Miss you. Lots of love, Mum and Dad. Take care.
She threw an LOL in there.
Hey, here's to the Butler parentals.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey, cheers to them as well, because if
Hey.
it wasn't for them, it'd be no show.
Well, and here's to the wildfires not coming close to them, letting them live in relative safety.
Yeah.
And here's to you, Marilyn. Thank you for calling in. We love you. Thank you. We appreciate you. And keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on, indeed. All right. So we'll kind of. I think we're just gonna pepper in voicemails throughout the night.
Yeah.
And we'll we've got a few of them, so not to bore you with the whole segment. I think we're gonna pepper.
Oh,
them in,
and
but
can I?
what do you want to tell
can
a
I-
tale?
can
I kind of wanted to talk to our guest a little bit before you just took over the show, but do whatever. It's 600.
Cool. So, Jason, thanks for joining us. I love you, bro. Listen to this tale that I have.
Can't wait.
Guys, you know that I am a die-hard 7-Eleven
Sevy.
Yeah.
day one.
Yeah.
I love Slurpee since I've been a young lad.
Gone through my ups and downs, I'll be honest. I mean, I used to be, but I went Wawa for a little bit, but I'm back. I'm back, Sevy.
Well, my Sevy, and to make you guys, if this is your first time, welcome to the 600. But for those of you that don't know, I have a Sevy right across the street from my apartment complex. I can literally walk there, and
How
I
convenient.
do on most occasions. But they have hired. One, they haven't let go of my boy Dwayne. He's still holding down the late
Dwayne's
nights.
still holding it down. That's
He's
good.
still giving me the day-old pastries
Hell yeah.
on several nights a week when I know to go there.
Hmm.
So if you're counting, I now have 2 distinct bakeries that are giving me
Free pastries.
day-old pastries.
Back
so
to the getting skinnier thing. Yeah.
I was just
Okay.
gonna
Got
say
it.
that.
Got it.
I'm selling them now. So anyways, the Sevy is about to lose my fucking business.
Whoa.
I'll call him out by name. The manager of the Sevy at my location is a dude, Alvin. Real solid dude, normally.
Good name, by the way. You don't meet many Alvins anymore.
6'5", like 300-pound black man.
Good
named
name.
Alvin.
Good name for an Alvin.
I'm almost certain he's gay.
Ah.
Can't confirm.
Actually, Alvin, fat black guy, 600 pounds,
300.
300 pounds, 600
I mean, with a 600-pound man. God damn, Alvin.
But 6 or 300, gay guy, black guy. Alvin.
Okay,
Alvin's a
real
good
quick.
name. It's a fitting name.
If I met a 600-pound 7-Eleven manager named Alvin and he talked like this, like a chipmunk,
He'd be your best friend. He'd be your best friend.
I would never stop going there.
Yeah.
But this Alvin has hired a cashier because I mean
Yeah.
that one has literally made me wait to like accomplish my transaction until she was done on the phone.
That's annoying.
Okay, yeah.
When I say, "Hey, I want the Elf bar, the only purple one that exists, bottom right."
The Elf bar.
The
The hell
vape.
is that?
It's
What
a-
is that? What is?
it's a
Oh,
vape.
it's a vape thing.
A
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
brand.
Got it,
when
got
I
it.
say
Okay,
like,
okay.
"Hey, I want the purple Elf bar, bottom right," she goes over to the vape display and goes, "Which one?"
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
"Purple Elf bar, bottom right," and she goes,
Which one?
"Which one?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Purple Elf bar, bottom right." And then sometimes she gets it, and then sometimes there's another layer of purple Elf bar. She's like she's making me do.
She might be colorblind, bro. You don't know.
That's a good point.
She might be colorblind.
You ever think about that?
Yeah, you don't think about other people's, disabilities here.
Mikey doesn't like colorblind people, though.
I don't
It's
either.
okay.
They're disgusting.
They're one
They're
they're
disgusting.
one notch above actually blind people, which I also discuss.
Yeah, they're worse. Blind people are fucking terrible. Like, kill them all. Just island of blind people. Like, for me.
Accidentally walk off a bridge,
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
blind fuck.
Walk into the ocean on your island.
And ran it, you dumb piece of shit.
So now that you told us that wonderful story,
So anyways, the Sevy is about to lose my fucking business. I'm about to become a full-time Wawa man because already this bitch already works morning shift and most of my shifts are morning shifts. So I would almost rather go to the Wawa because they do have a better selection
of Elf bars.
No,
I don't even think they
well,
have
that's the problem.
vapes.
They don't have any vapes.
Don't they really?
No,
I would rather
cigarettes for days.
I would rather go to the Wawa and then stop at a head shop
To
on
get-
my way to work to buy my vape.
Okay.
Then keep going to this 7-Eleven nonsense because this bitch is awful.
I'm gonna give you a little piece of advice here because I've been through this situation before at my local 7-Eleven. And what you got to do is, like you said, you're already friends with the manager Alvin, right?
Literally,
All right.
yeah.
All right. So you got to really get in good with Alvin. My guy was always forget his name. Doesn't matter. But we know each
Push.
other by
Simon.
hey buddy. He goes, hey buddy.
Oh,
like,
so his name is like Iram.
Yeah, something like that. but I always
I don't know if Iram is actually
It's probably
a
it
real
is.
thing.
I talked to him like I also own a
Oh,
7-Eleven.
hello, buddy.
Right, yeah, no. I talked to him like I
call him
I
buddy?
I run the store with him. I call him like he goes, "Hey buddy." I go, "Hey buddy." Like I do it back.
You're actually a worse person than I am.
And
I
so-
didn't know that.
And so what I've done is, I talked to him like I also run the same 7-Eleven, and I'm like, man, we got to really talk about a couple of your employees here. And I think I've gotten.
Wait, do you sit?
Pull him into a
do you
manager
sit
meeting.
your 7-Eleven guy down and have a
Yeah.
forceful evaluation
I do.
of his own employees?
I bring in some paperwork and I'm like, listen, we're just getting.
You're a cavalier individual.
You might be
Owen.
the only human that uses a printer regularly for themselves.
Oh, I use a printer every day. I'm a printer man, and so I go in there and I like see like meets expectations, needs improvement on a lot.
Wait,
of
are
these.
you self-reviewing his
Yeah,
employees?
I give him my review, and then he uses that, and most of them, I don't see him again. They don't last.
So wait, the Owen scale is almost the preferred scale.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly.
I think he just fronts it. He's like, listen, I came up with this paperwork. You're not really meeting my criteria.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
You're out of here. You're out of here.
Oh,
You're
and
done.
what you actually should do is you should do it for all the employees and then send it to 7-Eleven corporate and be like, hey, I'm a concerned customer and I'm in here literally every
That's
day.
what I do. That's what I do.
And
he
I just
values
think-
my opinion because if I stop going there, that store doesn't exist. Okay?
That's what I'm saying.
it's-
My 7-Eleven
I
addiction was
can
strong.
literally say that the 7-Elevens I have patronized back when I was drinking really heavily, their Mike's Hard Lemonade stores would go down the moment I started patronizing their store, to the point where I'm sure they were ordering Mike's Hard Lemonade that they had never reordered in their time.
Oh, I used to get them like specifically to get me Coors Banquet in the store.
As
Like
you
you can't even get Coors Banquet in a 7-Eleven. Oh, they stopped, but they did. They started stocking it for me in mine.
But at yours,
Yeah,
you can
that
get-
actually stopped. He apologized. He said he couldn't do it anymore. It was too expensive or something.
Oh.
But for
But
a while
wait,
he
you
was
told
doing
him like,
it.
That's
you-
good
I'm
customer
buying
service.
it. I am
Yeah.
buying it.
Yeah, it was just
Can
like
you bring it in for me, and I will buy the cases that you bring in?
I mean, I tried. Anyway, speaking
That's some garbage.
Speaking of scales, reason I wanted to get a guest in tonight in particular, and again, thank you, Jason, was I wanted to go over like a likability scale, right? Because I have determined that people don't find me very likable, and
You're hard to like, Owen.
and this has occurred both in my place of employment at the factory, and it's occurred with of course being on the podcast we shall not name. People always like they don't like me.
It's odd because they love me.
They don't like Kenny Samsel. They don't like him. We were gonna have him in here as well, and we were gonna go over this with him.
Wait, they don't like Kenny?
They don't like Kenny. from
He's
what
on
I'm-
there often.
Yeah,
He's on there a lot.
He's on there
for
a lot.
Someone that they don't
Well,
actually.
I'm saying the audience doesn't like him. Tom and
Oh.
Dan like him.
I don't know about that.
I
either.
don't think the audience. I see the audience
I
doesn't like
actually
me.
like him.
The audience doesn't like him.
and I like you.
Well, I was gonna ask Jason to go over from a 1 to 10 the likability scale of all of Ono Radio Show here. When it comes to myself, Mikey, and Ty, on a 1 to 10, where's Mikey's likability first? Let's start with Mikey.
Mikey's a solid 8. Like he's definitely a solid 8. He can
I'll
drop down
Yeah.
to a 3 when he gets beyond that point.
yeah.
Everybody knows what that point is.
But I think I could also be a 10 in a very rare.
Billiam Boyd in the Twitch
Oh,
chat.
that's my good buddy Will. He lives out in L.A.
He's saying you're a 10 out of 10.
Oh.
He's saying you're a
Will.
10 out of 10.
I love Will. That's a real champion man right there.
Semantics media. Sam's over in here. She's like, "Fucking Jason got an invite." Fuck you, you know. She's mad at you. So your likability's gone down. Apparently, I don't know.
Now hold on, Samantha. You were literally suggesting events that were happening simultaneously to the Ono 600 episode.
It's kind of her job. It's her job. She can do that. She can do that. It's her job. It's
her job one of her jobs should have been, hey, my good friends at the Ono, because I didn't see not nary one post about the 600th episode.
That might add to what Owen was saying about how some people.
I don't know. Hot taco is all she said about you. So like, I don't know where that ranks you on the likability
That's
scale.
Fair. I have, and I've hot tacoed on her show.
I
was one of the original hot tacos on her show.
You've gotten me down to a solid 2. You've gotten me down like on your hot tacoies of tacos. You've gotten down to a 2. But
I have made monumental strides.
Right.
Since I would say I'm close. I would say Jason has a good score. I think me personally, I'm a 6.5.
Okay. All right. 6.5. What about? Okay, so you're giving him an 8. You're giving him an 8.
Yeah, a solid 8.
Solid 8.
Sure. Great time every time.
You've not known Ty for very long at all here, so it's hard for you to tell.
Very
but
difficult.
Just on your general
based upon looks, this guy's been smiles the whole time. I'm giving him.
Hey, guy.
Hey, what's
How's
up?
it going? I'm shaking from over here, a little shaky. What's up, dude?
Hello.
I'm likable.
I think you're all right. You're probably a solid. I'm gonna go 8 again. I mean,
solid
nobody gets a 10 here.
Okay. Well, it's not the Ono radio show. If we're getting 10s, it's not what we're supposed to be doing. That's definitely not what we're
You hear that, LA?
Yeah.
I'll humbly take that, though. Thank you.
And then what do you think of me? Where's my likability scale?
You're getting a bump one above the rest because
Whoa.
this is your ship. This is your ship, Captain.
See, I am the most likable. I've told
You're
you this.
super likable.
I've told you this
I
the
can
whole
see
time.
there is some people who you probably robbed the wrong way, but
Most of them.
yeah.
But what they don't know is that Owen is a secret sweetheart.
He is.
Just gotta get.
Well.
You gotta crack through that little outer shell a little bit.
You know, I mean, it's.
I watched you broker a peace deal between two people.
Oh, that's right.
And that turned out fantastic.
The Carl Tully, Derek Journey peace deal of 2022, I want to say.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that. That was fun. And
that was our first time really hanging out.
Yeah, and then he ended up taking Tully home because he was too drunk.
He sure did.
Yeah. And then you showed up. That was probably the last time you were here, was when you showed up with Tully.
The next day.
To
get his car.
All hungover to get his car because he left it at my house.
Yeah. Responsible people.
Yeah. So
Fantastic.
See, it only adds to you being a great guy.
See, that's what I'm saying. I probably am the best. Like, I'm probably the best person. Like, just in general, I'm probably the best just person.
You're a real
that I know.
great dude,
Like, I'm pretty awesome. Like, really. Like, pretty good.
You know people like Gina, though, and she is...
Well, I know a lot of sketchy Mexicans, and, you know...
Wait, are you saying Gina can't be a great person because you know a lot of sketchy Mexicans?
Well, she's dating the sketchy Mexican that I know, so...
Oh, okay, you didn't allude me to that.
Yeah.
Oh, she definitely loses...
Oh, a lot of points.
I don't say a lot.
All of them? All of them?
I was definitely going to say, like, maybe like a 0.1, 0.2, but...
You know what, my mom...
No, Freddie sounds like an amazing guy. If anything, she gains like a whole 2 points.
You know, you're saying how sweet my mom is. The term sketchy Mexicans comes from my mom.
Oh.
She used to say it. She used to, like, there'd be someone, there's a sketchy Mexican down the street.
She'd drive by a Home Depot and be like, Owen, I hope you never become one of those sketchy Mexicans.
It'd be hard for me to become Mexican, but yeah.
You can move to Mexico.
Sketchy or Mexican.
It's true.
Both.
I never thought of that. I could technically, if I got a Mexican citizenship, I could be.
You're Mexican.
I want to become now I want to become a sketchy Mexican. Now I want to do that.
You're already halfway
Live your
there,
dreams.
Owen.
Yeah.
You've already got sketchy down. All you got to do is
just get the Mexican part.
Imagine
Is there
if
a
you
limit
gave
to how
up-
many citizenships you can have?
Yes, you only
I'm
get
going
like,
for them all because
Oh,
I'm coming for America. You guys, I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one of yours.
Imagine if Mexico said like, "Hey, Owen, we really like you. We think you would be a great Mexican,
I'd be their president, bro.
but
I'd go in. I'd be their president.
we need you to renounce your American citizenship.
Yeah. Well, dude, that's what no one knows about multiple citizenships. You say you do it, but you just
Never turn in the passport.
You never turn in the
Never
passport.
fully renounce.
Hey, I'm gonna have like 6 passports before I die. I'm telling you. Like, and the best part about that is that then you never, like, when in retirement, you get all their Social Security and shit.
Hell yeah.
So you just collect from all these different
It's
countries.
actually a genius plan.
And my parents are doing it.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't all keep like track of it together. I'm sure they're not trying to all not get fucked.
And then here's what the cool thing is. You become then you can develop credit lines in other countries, especially if you become a property owner. So then you get credit in other countries, and then you can rack up all your credit card bills in all these different countries, not pay them, and just live in one of them, and then you're rich.
Well, no, and then you
That's my retirement plan.
and then you
Foolproof to me. That
So
sounds
you
great.
get all these credit card lines, build up all this wealth in all these foreign countries, and then you move to a country that won't extradite you to any of them, and you're like,
North Korea.
I'm cool.
Well, okay, chat room does bring up a good point. Sam saying you got to deal with the cartel if you're president. It's fine. I'll swoon them because I'm
Yeah.
so likable. You see, like cartel, they'll be like, "Hey, it's Owen. We're president of Mexico. We're good now." Like they'll be
Backroom deals.
Hey, by the way, our good friend and our clip commander, Tom Barilli, says that there's not a more likable member of the Ono crew
Let me guess, than him.
than the Barilli
Okay,
himself.
well, I mean, of course he's gonna say that. We love Barilli. We do love Barilli.
But I don't think there's a person on the planet that doesn't kind of love Barilli.
Barilli's a good-looking guy. He's smart dude.
He's going salt and pepper, and I
Oh,
love
he
it.
sexy look. Sexy
He's
look.
He's a sexy
yeah,
dude.
yeah. I remember Chico back in the day. Remember Chico?
Oh yeah, from
Chico's
Chico's
the
Brain.
one. I remember like one thing. It was weird. Like
That
he was-
dude had ladies around.
Yeah. But it was like he did our show, and then I think he did his show.
Chico's Brain,
Right, or I might have been still
Chico
on
Knows
Answer
Everything.
Pants or something back then.
maybe.
I can't remember, but I remember like listening to it, and he was just on about how good looking Tom was. He's like, yeah, like I went on a radio
Barilli's
show.
a
and just-
handsome fuck.
Yeah, it
I
was-
don't know how else to say it. That's a handsome fucking dude.
Yeah. I love Chico. I'd love to we'll get him back in soon. We'll definitely have to try and get him back in soon. But all right, let's move on from the likability, because I've had a burning question for Jason, and I think that we now get to kind of like judge him a little bit.
Ooh.
And that's not about the likability, because we've already established pretty high up there, man. Like you're a good 9.5.
Glassford's a
You're a good
9.5.
9.5. Yeah. Definitely a good 9.5. But the only thing I'll say about him that makes him slightly unlikable, his eyes are always bloodshot. He's like
He's either high or coming from a hangover.
yeah, one of the two. But he's great.
Or
either way.
likely both.
It is both.
So
Yeah.
well, the one thing I wanted to pose to you two is what sort of porno do you think Jason's into?
Okay, I think I might. Okay, so one,
And you can tell us it or not. You can tell us if we're correct or not. Like
I think Jason, you're not 40 yet.
Almost. I'll be
Almost,
40
right there.
next year.
right.
Okay, so
Oh shit, we're
so
like
I do
well,
think
damn.
Jason is into buxom milfs.
Okay.
Thick milfs.
Thick, curvy milfs.
Thick milfs.
Okay.
Is what I would
all right.
say.
How about we all guess, and then Jason can tell us who's the closest.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So
all right.
my shot is thick milfs.
All right. Is that what you would type in the type bar, thick milf?
On xhamster.com, I would
Yeah.
type in thick milf.
You're on the hamster
Two
still.
C's.
Well,
I switched fully to Pornhub. I'm just straight Pornhub now.
XNXX,
Yeah.
X Hamster, and X videos. I
X
rotate the trio pretty.
Well, you got to get some variety. One gets stale. I get that. That's
They
fair.
they all are good at certain varieties.
Fair.
Better than the others.
Right.
So
All right.
when I'm looking for what I'm looking for, I know what I need. But I would say, Jason, yeah, thick milfs.
I know you can't. I know you can't see him, Ty, because that does. I think like looking
I
at
can
a person.
I can
If
see on
I
the
look
Twitch.
at
can
him,
see him
I
on
would
the
say,
Twitch, yeah, he can see him
ooh,
on the
wow,
Twitch, yeah. But what do you?
Taxi
what do you?
blowjob.
I'm gonna go with Euro group sex.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, like a dancing bear Euro style?
I think
No,
he's,
just like group sex in general. Everybody's banging.
I think he's thinking of German goo girls, is what he's thinking
Oh,
of.
that's a whole different thing. I mean, that's okay, but
What about wait, more like a fuck Team 5?
No, goo girls. Like
Oh.
it's bukkake
Bukkake.
scenario, like a little bit of that,
Oh.
like that type of scenario.
You know what? Looking at Jason,
I can see it.
I think he could love. I think he could love a girl covered,
Yeah.
smothered and covered. I think he could
Just like
love a girl
My
smothered,
grits.
like his
Yeah.
hash browns, smothered and covered.
Okay. I'm gonna guess mine.
Oh, and what do you think that Jason?
It's between two
Glassford-
things. Super oily massage porn, right?
Oh, Nuru,
yeah.
like Nuru style, like
the oily
greasy,
Mhm.
greasy,
greasy
massage.
grease. He likes like a lot of lubed.
He likes
lot
a
of
sheen.
lubed.
He likes a sheen on a body.
He likes a lube. He likes a lot of lube. That or nuns.
None.
Oh,
That or nuns.
From that's
like
a
opposites.
that's a there's
Well,
a valley in
that's-
between those two categories.
That's the
It's
two.
not to
That's
be-
the two. That's the
Right.
those are the two I go. It's chat room. We got he's into exhibition, like fucking on the street
Okay.
or camping / fishing.
I like that. That sounds cool.
Okay,
Burley did
all right.
say that I do know all the porn vocab, which
Mhm.
you're
Of course he
100%
does.
correct, Burley. You tell me an odd way to get to a porn category, I will tell you the category that you need to type in to get what you want to see.
Okay, all right.
That's my superpower.
That's your superpower. So what are you thinking? Who's the actual closest?
It's
Jason?
actually a combination between both of you.
Oh.
Thick, oily MILFs.
thick oily milk.
Thick oily, yes!
All right.
Oh, and we did it.
We did it.
Boom.
I was
Can it
hoping.
not be a group of them?
It could be. I'm not opposed to a group
Wait,
of
so if
oily
there were a
MILFs.
group
Of thick
of
oily milk.
thick oily milfs,
That'd
I'd be massaging.
Yeah, all right. I was hoping for nuns. What about thick oily
Thick
group
oily-
nuns?
Nah,
I
it
think
gets-
a
it
group-
gets in the
a
it gets
group
on-
of thick oily nuns.
oh, and here's the problem: the oil gets on the habit, and then
is that what they call the
I
hat
was just
thing?
gonna-
oh no,
Can we
like
get
the
some
nun
sexy
outfit is called
sax
the habit.
music?
Yeah, I learned that from my good friend Double D,
Oh, I didn't know
old
that.
Danny Denny.
Didn't know that one.
It's called a habit.
Didn't know that. We've been talking about Barilli so much. He left us, of course, a little bit of a voicemail to play. So
Oh, wait, can I
Yeah.
say, Tom, you have been our clip commander for the past couple years, and I gotta say, man, you have held a very solid, almost 8.0 rating almost the whole time you've been the clip commander.
oh yeah,
And I
solid.
just want to say thank you.
Godspeed.
Thank you for your
sir.
service.
Wait, Godspeed. Is that when they die? You don't want to say that, I guess.
No,
Or-
that's what I'm saying. Thank you for your service.
Rest
clip
in
commander.
peace.
No, that's also
That's
death.
when they
also
die.
not what we say.
Oh wait.
He was a good man.
No, that's also.
Playing
Playing taps over
I
there.
miss Tom.
Taps is death. Well, Barilli,
Here's his
thank
thing.
you, buddy. We love you.
Here's his thing. Hang on here.
What is going on, fellas? It is your good friend, Mr. Tom Barilli here. I wanted to call and leave you guys a message and wish you all
Cleanest
congratulations on 600 episodes of the Ono Radio Show. What a feat. 600. I can remember once upon a time, several years ago, when I was lucky enough to sit in on the 300th episode of the Ono Radio Show at the Perfect Game. And to think that you have doubled that number and have done 300 more episodes, it is quite impressive. I thought, hey, maybe I'd call, rib you guys a little bit, roast you. But honestly, nothing but love, nothing but admiration for what all of you do.
Tom.
I'm always impressed that you all show up every week when you can. You sit down.
I like that. That's what he's impressed by. That we show up.
Regularity,
I like
consistency.
just it doesn't matter what the content. Like that you show up.
I mean, that's half of it right there, though.
Bro, how many podcasts break down because people literally
Don't
can't
show up? Well, they're too lazy. Everybody's too lazy.
Right.
You hash it out, and we all get to tune in and listen. And, that is a gift. It really is. And not to get sentimental, but
You gonna cry, baby?
it is a staple for me. I try to listen to the show whenever I can to hear your lovely voices waxing lyrical about God knows what. But, it takes a lot to put on a show. It takes a lot to, sometimes just get up the strength in a busy week to get together and do something in the magnitude that you all do.
He said
Owen, of course, the
magnitude.
fearless leader, always pushing forward, making sure that the show goes on. I don't think people really, understand how hard Owen works to put on, not just
Goddamn
the
right.
radio
They
show,
don't.
but he does Ono Wrestling. And, Owen is
The best.
the guiding
yeah.
light of Ono Radio
You're
Show. He
fucking
was
right.
when I was on it.
Mhm.
He still continues to be.
Yeah. Sure is.
and he is the captain. Mikey, a great addition to the Ono Radio Show, has
gross.
been for some time. I'm have been lucky enough to meet Mikey in person a few times. He's such a great dude, Mike.
Not that.
You're an amazing addition to the show.
Thank you.
Love
Tom.
hearing you every week. And of course, Ty, the Wizard Lizard, a staple to the show.
My boy.
Doesn't do
Ty holds
anything.
it
Ty
down in
doesn't do anything.
Wisconsin. I'm so glad that Ty still tunes in and is part of the show. And really, you guys are the three pillars of the Ono Radio Show.
Huh?
And once again,
He's correct.
nothing but love. Always tuning in when I can. And here's to
That's
600.
By the way, that's code for I never listen. Like that's I tune in when I can. That's code if you're in the podcast world for.
I listened to
He
the last
definitely
show so I can
listens.
make sure
He
you didn't
does.
say anything disparaging about me.
Yeah.
And
But I don't really.
Well, that's why I
Bro.
filled it with all the sweet comments.
Yeah.
more magnificent episodes. All right, fellas, I'll talk to
I
you soon.
miss Tom.
Ah, Tom, thank you,
was
thank
fun.
you.
Can
That
we
was
get
actually really sweet. Appreciate
Owen,
it.
do we have a?
Hmm?
Is there any way we could get a Borelli time? Just
Yeah, we can do it. We can get a Burley.
can we get a
Oh,
quick?
throw me a
because
Burley.
Oh, we got it right.
I
here.
want
Burley time,
Burley time. What time is it?
It's Burley time.
Burley
time.
What time is it?
What time is it?
It's Burley time.
Burley time.
Burley
I love
time.
Borelli
Times,
time.
maybe Italian. He's got some scruff. It's Burley time.
Burley
Burley
time.
time. It's Burley time.
It's Borelli time.
I missed
Tom.
that. Presented to you live on the Ono Radio Show. There you go.
Hey Tom.
Remember when we just used to make up random songs here and there for
Yeah,
segments?
we need to start doing more
Shit,
songs.
it's been a while.
It has been.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
either way, thank you, Tom. That was a really.
That
The
was a good-
sentiment was
yeah.
right on point, man. We love you, and we're glad to have you sending us clips every week. Clip Commander, you have again, you have maintained almost a solid
Pretty high
8.0
consistency
average.
of quality clips. And
You
we'll get
know-
to those, of course, in 2.0
And
later.
he knows
later
what
on
to
in the
send
evening.
us, and he just kills the game. I gotta say.
So I gotta ask Jason's thoughts on our fatso fatty debate.
Uh-oh.
So I contend that fatso is less insulting than fatty, but others don't seem to agree with me. What are your thoughts?
Well, neither of them are really endearing terms. You know what I
Well,
mean?
would you rather be called a fatso or a fatty?
Oh, man.
No, you're not either of those. You're not like Mike.
Well, funny.
Hey.
I was just going to say I am both of those things. So,
No. You're definitely not like Mike.
I don't know.
Mike's
What do you weigh,
disgusting.
Mike? What are you weighing in at, Mike?
233.
We're about the same. I just get the
Nah,
height.
you hold it better.
I just get the height. They're both pretty. Like I said, they're both terrible. I don't
what?
insult.
No,
people
come on,
like
you got to
that.
pick
I
one.
don't have
Fatso,
to.
Fatso's so much better. Fatso's so much better.
Fatso is a slightly
It's-
more hilarious
Yeah,
term
it's a good.
than fatty.
What are you?
But
What is-
you
what is
made
he-
Mike leave.
He's leaving
Michael.
already. He's leaving already. You got to pee, little baby. You got to pee.
Probably had to poo.
I can remember a segment on a radio program called Fatties at the Fair, and that seemed pretty derogatory, but they
Yeah.
tried to make a good time with it.
Fatso at the where would Fatso at the
Yeah.
Some Fatso at the drag show. Fatso at any show, really. Like, you could do that, you know. Fatso at the...
Fatso's funner.
Fatso's funner.
Yeah.
Fatso. Because Fatty, I feel like fatties are kind of mean and grumpy.
Yeah.
Whereas Fatsos are jolly.
I would agree with that.
Okay, that's where
I can follow that
so
logic.
that's my logic behind the Fatso Fatty debate.
Hey, Fatso.
Yeah, hey, Fatso.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Fatso.
Fatso at the disco.
Oh, thank
I
you,
like it.
Sam. Fatso with the disco. Let's do an event. Fatso at
That's
the disco.
pretty good.
Let's do that. Let's do a disco of fat people at a roller skating rink. Let's do that. And none of them will be able to skate.
Oh, man.
They'll
There's
be
plenty of
all
them-
at the snack bar.
Plenty of them to pick from.
But yeah, that's true. That's true. Something I wanted to also bring up is that I've been a little disillusioned at my job lately. I've been kind of looking for, some side work, kind of like fill in some gaps, like take maybe a step back from what I'm doing, full time, and kind of like ease into kind of like more like my gig lifestyle, like I did back before, a little bit like that.
Yeah.
And I was looking, for some opportunities, and one came up that really perked my interest, but I need you guys' opinion as to whether or not this would work for me. I am considering becoming
Stripping.
a ghost tour host in downtown Orlando.
Yo, I could see
Like, you could
being
actually
a
fill that
ghost tour
position?
host.
What ghost do you know about, Owen?
I know a lot.
They
of
fill you in about it.
I mean, yeah, they'll give you like the cheat sheet or whatever. Like, they'll give
But
you
he could deliver. I
Yeah,
think he can deliver.
I think I would be
give me
good.
okay, so Owen, we're rounding the corner on
here
a
we go. I
locally
like this.
haunted duplex, and
The old Orlando Weekly building.
yeah, that building that's also a duplex now.
Okay.
Whoops.
So this duplex was, I gotta tell you, man, the murder that had happened. There's actually been 9 murders in here, all by single white women murdering their lovers.
All right, I'm gonna blow your mind right now because I know.
Do you know this
lore?
lore?
I know some lore about downtown. I know that over here this is the Ember nightclub. Did you know that once upon a time this used to actually be a fire station that burnt down?
Wait, the fire
Haunted.
station burnt down?
Haunted.
How many firefighters died in the fire station
There's
burning?
the story. I got that story completely wrong. I don't think it was a fire station, but I think there's a fire station here.
I really
But
I do like that the fire
I
station
better
burned
be a
down.
fire
I do love it was the fire station that burned down.
I think I'd be good. I just make up shit. I would just make up the history as I go around. I'd invent my tall tales. I'd invent
I think people would appreciate it more too.
yeah.
Oh wait, so that means Johnny Moonbags can do this.
I could probably, I mean, I don't know. Johnny could probably do it too. What if we did it together?
Oh,
Double act.
You and Johnny giving full history on Orlando's nightlife and downtown. I mean, he was there for some of it, and you were there for some of it. So I think you both could tell some tall tales. Oh, and did you know? I might. This is a little special surprise.
Are we giving spoilers away?
I might have talked someone into showing up for the show here in a little while.
All right. I hope he doesn't, but all right. that will.
You know he brings the viewers.
Fair enough. Yeah, and that's I don't think ever been proven.
Wait,
but-
why didn't we give him a rating on the
He's
zero?
not here.
Because it's negative. No one is no
Oh
one
wait,
likes
Owen,
him.
what's your Johnny Moonbat? What is on a 0 to 10?
Hey guys, it's Johnny Moonbags. I'm here. Fucking no story makes any sense. Okay, Johnny, thank you for showing
You
up.
trying to steal my character?
Well, then, okay.
You almost did it perfectly, so I'm just trying to make sure.
Mike, what'd you think of the new Teenage Mutant Turtles? I saw you went into
Bro.
go see this kids movie and that looks atrocious.
Really?
out
Are
already?
you
That happened?
atrocious?
It looks
Why
terrible.
atrocious?
It's the voices. They sound so shitty.
Well,
and
you
like,
said it.
they
What?
They sound like children.
What about
Right.
the animation?
Because some
style?
of them are children.
Yeah, but I don't like that.
They're teenagers.
They're teenagers.
Yeah, they don't sound like
Owen.
teens. They sound like kids.
Well, they are mutants.
Yeah, but
All right,
the
so-
original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles didn't sound so like
Because
Radical. What are you talking
because
about?
okay, to be fair, those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were probably closer to like your 18, 19-year-old
they were right.
turtles.
They definitely were a little older.
It was a more mature turtle at that point. In the 80s when the cartoon like originally came out. This new Turtles, I gotta tell you, man, I was initially kind of odd about the art style because
I like the art. Actually, that was
think
one of the
it's
things
unique
that
as hell.
from just the trailer and everything.
so
I was
it's
like,
not
that
the
was really
art
cool.
style itself. It was the they do the lazy frame rate, which is at 24 is like the very typical. It looks smooth.
Right.
It's not 60 to where it looks like oddly smooth. But it, they shoot it at 24 and it looks normal. What a lot of animation series have been doing now have been slowing it down to like, it probably looks about like 16 to 18 frames a second. But because they are still incorporating these really in-depth animation styles, which focus a lot on detail, the animation style looks garbage. Now, what the Turtles did, they took a very like sketchbook style
Hard disagree.
approach to this, and they slowed the frame rate down just a little bit. And I think with the combination between the two, the artwork in the movie looked amazing. And you can eat a dick, Owen, because I can see you right there.
Huh?
You can eat a dick because the artwork combined with
It reminds me of
the-
stop motion animation, even though it was all CGI.
It did have that sort of vibe. It definitely did have like kind of a more old school vibe to it. Like, I don't know. Like
it looked a little more technical because they basically took sketchbook style animation and applied it into a CGI effect.
Was April also a teen?
Yes.
See, I don't
How
like
is
that.
that possible?
I don't like that shit.
She's a news
She's a
reporter.
news. I don't like that
Right.
shit. April's not a fucking teen. I want to be able to maybe think I could bang her.
Okay,
And
Boomer.
I can't do that now. Like now.
Okay, Boomer.
Was Splinter a teen too?
No, actually, Splinter was older than he's ever been.
Was Shredder even in it?
He's they leave it open
What,
at the
soldiers?
end of the movie for Shredder's going to be the bad guy in the next movie.
Bebop Rocksteady.
Yeah, we got that. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're in it.
Casey Jones? Casey Jones?
No, okay. So here is the one. My main takeaway is that in the original version,
Splinter is Jackie Chan. Oh, what fucking outrageous casting. Oh, wow, what a surprise. They put Jackie Chan as Splinter. What a stretch.
it's odd because while it is Jackie Chan,
That's a little
in the
fucked.
movie he comes off almost Jewish, which with how he talks
Really?
and how he treats the
Okay,
turtle,
that's actually
he
pretty
comes
funny.
off very a very Jew dad.
I'd like the idea of Splinter, like, I'll train you, turtles, but you gotta pay me. Like,
Eventually,
you gotta, he's
you
like-
guys are gonna have to pay me back
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
mask.
yeah.
You guys are gonna pay me back for the mask and
housing.
the weapons and
The
housing.
weapons, I mean, they're not free, you know?
They're not
Like,
free. I had to acquire them my own self. So
you know,
I'm passing the savings down to you,
the teenagers.
the teenagers. It is odd though because like yes, while Jackie Chan does do the voice of Splinter, comes off very like Jewish.
Weird.
Which how much he cares about his sons. Now the thing they do, the origin story of the Turtles is very much the same. Ooze gets spilled down the sewer, and four small turtles
Yeah, that's the original, right?
get
yeah,
caught
yeah.
in the ooze along
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
Splinter.
How'd they
and-
do it this time?
Now, what they do divert from is Splinter is not trained by Hamato Yoshi, which is his master.
There was a little bit of a problem with the original origin story, though, in that don't they all get the ooze at the same time, the rat and the turtles? So why is the rat the master of the
live-action
karate?
Because the rat in the original story, the rat was a pet of Hamato Yoshi.
Ah, that's right.
And
I'm thinking of the cartoon. They don't explain that shit in the cartoon.
Not in the cartoon, but if you watch the original first movie,
movie,
they show a very crude, like, puppet animation of...
I remember that now.
Cool.
Of Splinter.
Little baby Splinter, like,
in
training.
his cage, training with his master.
That's fair.
And then, also in the original story, Splinter's master and Shredder are like
arch enemies.
And that's why when they take up, like, when Splinter begins to defy the Shredder, he learns that, like, your master was this guy. That guy is my mortal enemy.
Doesn't Shredder kill him?
He does.
Yeah,
he kills him in the story, and that's how Splinter actually gets released into the sewer, is because in the scuffle, Splinter gets, like, his cage gets knocked down. He crawls away from the action, and then the ooze gets spilled into the sewer, which transforms. Which is what you're saying is, like, if Splinter knew all this, why didn't the turtles? Splinter knew all of it because he was trained in a prison.
That is fair.
In the new movie, they all get ooze at the same time.
So that's bullshit.
Ooze party.
And Splinter is already an older rat, so he's just an older.
See, I don't like it.
So that's the only real differentiation.
That's your big flaw. That's your big flaw with it.
I don't even mind it because the way they address it in the movie, it works out pretty well. Everyone else, the thing that's really cool about this origin story is the rest of there are a lot of other mutants in the world. The turtles and Splinter.
There would be if there's this ooze that's just fucking hanging around, dripping everywhere. And
now here's my main problem. Now here is my real problem with the movie.
Here we go.
In the movie, there is one canister of ooze spilt into the sewer.
That's it.
Now, when they show the sewer as, like, the after effect of the ooze being spilt in it.
Oh, it's like flowing with ooze.
Yeah, like everything in the sewer is oozed out. Like it's in, like, the main channel, like that main little channel that's in the sewer, but it's also, like, leaking out of the subsequent pipes.
So that's where you get Bebop and Rocksteady.
No, in the new movie, there's I don't want to ruin the movie. In the new movie, all the other mutants come from the same location, but they all grow up at the same time as the rest of the turtles. And here's the thing. Like I said before, I think in the original movie, you got the turtles at probably like 18, 19
That's what I
years
want.
old.
Like a 17 to 19-year-old turtle.
These turtles are like 15 years.
Nah, they're younger.
14 to 15 years old because
they're preteen. They're like 13. Yeah.
They're younger. They're high school age turtles because part of what the movie surrounds them about is that they kind of what the movie hinges on is acceptance. They are
lame.
Like
every movie now.
You.
Every movie's got to have some fucking lesson. Oh, gross.
But I will tell you, also, in the same frame, there was a moment in the movie.
Did you cry?
I did. I teared up just a little bit because they do. They heavy hand you with.
They were like fat people or K2.
Call them fatsos.
They showed April's tits.
Call them fatsos.
There's no April cleavage in the whole movie.
See, that's a problem. That's a problem.
She is black though, like in the OG story.
She's mixed race.
Okay, well, OG story.
All right, I'm better. I'm more
and I
in
will
now.
say they did kind of like screw us in the original, like the late '80s series.
Yep.
Because April wears that like bright yellow news
that's
reporter
what I'm
uniform.
saying, dog.
And bro, even
I
if
forgot
it's
she's
a
young in
cartoon,
this.
Go.
that outfit was.
That does it for me. Yes.
She was like a yellow Carmen Sandiego.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
good
wait,
call.
can we talk about the boner
Bit of-
we all
bit of
had
Kill
about
Bill.
Carmen
Bit of Kill
Sandiego?
Bill
Yo.
in there, kind of.
Ooh, and
Why do you think
no,
I was looking for?
I think that's a little bit why the Kill Bill thing got me
Yeah,
so
maybe,
worked up
maybe.
because I had that previous reference of like, holy shit, like April O'Neil is like a grown ginger woman, and she is.
But that's not true
Smoking.
in the comic book. In the comic book,
No, she's like a mixed race.
yeah.
Journalist.
I'm thinking of the movie. I'm thinking of where like Casey Jones is banging her and shit with his hockey stick and shit. You know?
Is Casey Jones also not? Oh, what's his name from SVU? Christopher Maloney.
I don't know. I don't know modern anything. I don't know who that is. I don't know actors.
Also can't help.
He looks and sounds a lot like Christopher Maloney, and I'll have to look it up. On
Okay.
break, I'll look it up to come back. But the new Turtles movie, I will say, on a Mike B score, 8.8
Damn.
Wow.
out of 10.
Pretty high. Pretty high.
Again, Trent Reznor did the score,
I've
and
heard this sounds awesome.
the music in alignment with the movie is almost always really spot on as far as like carrying the emotion that they want.
So it's original Trent Reznor music in this.
I believe there are some like tracks that you've heard other places.
Okay.
But the scoring for the movie, I believe, is
wow.
Trent
Yeah.
Reznor's own.
Him and Atticus Ross, yeah, they're killing it lately with soundtracks.
Didn't even really know that.
It's also like an all-star cast as far as voices go. There's a lot of voices you'll know between like
Jackie Chan.
Jewish Jackie Chan, yeah.
Post Malone, Ice
Whoa.
Cube. All the Turtles are all like brand
Jackie
new,
Chan
young actors. But there's also Maya Rudolph. I think Kate McKinnon does a voice. Natalia Demascu, who's from
John Cena.
What We Do in the Shadows.
John
Cena's in it.
yeah.
Paul Rudd is in it.
Wow.
Like it is.
That's a star-studded cast
It's
already.
a star-studded cast. And again, I'll give it out to the people who haven't seen it yet. They do allude there's gonna be a second movie, and it's gonna involve the Shredder. That's what it's gonna be.
Ooh, who do you cast as Shredder? Because wasn't the original Uncle Phil the voice? Wasn't it Uncle Phil?
Yeah, it was. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was Uncle Phil from
it
Fresh
was-
Prince.
Are you talking about the cartoon?
In the movie. Maybe,
In the
maybe
movie.
No. I think in the cartoon, it was Uncle Phil.
I do believe you're correct.
I think it was.
Because I'm pretty sure it was an Asian dude in the live action.
Yeah, in the live action it was Asian dude, but,
No,
in, the
but in the
cartoon,
cartoon
I think
it's
it was
Uncle
Uncle Phil.
Reginald. No, that's
Yeah.
That's Carl.
Really knows. He's saying cartoon voice, so I think he's implying that I'm right
Okay.
that with Uncle Phil. So who do you get now? I'll bring Uncle Phil back.
Oh, and he did
Just
correct
bring
me.
him
back.
He did correct me on the Casey Jones. It's Elias Codius. So
Okay,
it's not
Casey Jones.
Christopher Maloney, but like again, the new cast for the new Turtles is great. The kids who played the Turtles were all very young, so they can grow with the series. So I do assume we'll get.
Maybe that's why
several-
they did it so young, because they plan on making like 10 of these
30,
things,
yeah.
and
They're gonna make. I assume they might make at least a trilogy, because if it's shown me anything, you get a good Shredder and then you get a Super Shredder.
Yeah.
Which was the second movie.
How many of the live actions were there? There was 3 of those, right?
Three of them, and the third
Yeah.
one a lot of people throw out because it was
It is
kind of like,
trash.
Yeah.
well, they go back in time to ancient Japan.
Oh, shit.
It was still
you're
kind
right.
of fun,
But it's
but
a fun
it wasn't
movie.
good.
But the second movie
Kinda follows
also
a video
gives
game.
you Toka and Razor,
Right.
which haven't been introduced in this new series.
Okay.
So you could legitimately do the second movie with Shredder being the main villain and him recruiting
See,
Toka and Razor.
That's
through
what
the
I dug
ooze.
about the live action one. Remember when Shredder's recruiting the Foot Clan, and like, remember the
Bro,
kids,
they got that sweet,
sweet party pad with
Bro!
like, yeah, and they're all like
I
smoking.
wanted to be
they're
a
all
Why were they
smoking-
running? They
and
were
they're
running.
smoking cigarettes and shit. They're running like gambling operations.
and there's like a
it's-
there's
The
dude
whole
there was like
opening
a
scene
skate
is like a run to the party.
there was
Yeah.
like a skate ramp like
Yeah.
through the entire fucking like 3-story burnt out factory that they built. It was weird, though, because it was like a gigantic building, which you would assume at some point the police might, like,
Yeah, they might
Hey,
knock on the door of this warehouse.
hey, this
All
is
these teens are hanging
this
out
is a
in.
weird abandoned.
You guys doing drugs in there? What's happening?
Well, and also it was like a weird abandoned warehouse out on the coast. So I can't imagine that when you as the cops see like, the weird old abandoned warehouse is lit up and it's like got like full lights and like generator smoke coming out of it. You guys think we should check that out? And the rest of the cops go, what? Nah.
Dog.
Nah, bro. We're not gonna.
Really shouting it out. Sam Rockwell, Academy Award winner. Sam Rockwell is the kid who gives the tour of the fucking place in the movie. In the live action.
Young
Rockwell is
Whoa!
the yeah. Also, another fact that I do know, I can't remember in which movie. I think it's the one where they get the super shredder.
That's
two.
That's two.
With Vanilla Ice.
So like the voice isn't the same, but the guy in the. The guy in the costume or whatever, that's wrestler Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash,
Diesel.
He's in the second one?
He's the guy that's in the suit
when
for
they-
Super Shredder.
When
No
Shredder takes
shit.
Shredder takes the mutagen and becomes Super Shredder,
Mhm.
yeah, that's Kevin Nash. And I've also heard that scene was not great because of all the prosthetic like that the turtles had to wear. Like it made it a very difficult.
They were doing
shoot.
crazy acrobatics with
Yeah,
that
because
shit. It weighs like
they had-
120
They had
pounds or something.
They had
Yeah.
full turtles.
Well, someone
That was a real shell.
Yeah, someone shouted it out like in the chat room here earlier. Like those were Jim Henson like
Yes.
animatronic
Yep.
like costumes.
When
Those
you
were
see
way
them-
ahead of their time.
Yeah,
those
when
were
you
those
see
were
those
those were fucking fantastic.
Super realistic.
Do you remember? Was it MGM Studios used to have them? It was MGM Studios used to have them, and they looked like they were. I don't know if I don't think the mouths moved like they did in the movie. But
no, because I think those mouths moving were very like up close. They would do those shots.
They
like,
did.
That
That was puppeteering. That was
bone up,
right.
And then they would do like the mouth.
Not animatronic.
And you could tell though
No,
because when
maybe
the
not.
mouths
More puppet,
moved-
I guess.
When the mouths move, like the way the mouth, you could tell like
That's a Henson puppet.
It was
Probably,
anima-
That's a Henson.
No,
Yeah,
it was
no.
animatronic puppet. They were
Mechanical.
mechanized puppets.
Okay.
But it was one of the earliest forms of like mechanized, like servo-driven puppets.
Yeah, they were
that not-
incredible.
they were not like people inside of them with like
I see what
to
you're
a
saying.
mouth.
I see what you're
They
saying.
were the one like the early.
It's still puppetry. They're not just like like
but
robot.
it was
but
animatronic
it's
puppetry.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
dude, it's rudimentary, but like
They look fantastic.
the mouth movement they got out of those original turtle like animatronics,
and even the ones in MGM without the moving mouths, like just the costumes themselves
look
were
so-
impressive.
Yeah.
Like,
it's also kind of funny, Owen. You know that I collect Ninja Turtles.
I used to have all of them.
I collect the figurines.
Mm.
I have an actual like movie grade Ninja Turtle figurine from the first movie. It's Michelangelo, and it looks 100% like it came out of the movie. I also have a $10 movie grade action figure, which just is painted up like it, and I have them next to each other on the shelf.
Nice.
And I showed my wife, I'm like, this is the actual movie grade puppet,
And then
like the action figure they made, and this is the one they made for all the poor kids.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like,
I see
it's
the
a big
difference.
difference. And I'm like, yes.
We're getting a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle facts here in the chat room. So apparently, Corey Feldman was the voice of Donatello.
In the original?
That's what he's saying. I'm
Okay.
guessing
no,
in the
you
live
can-
action.
If you listen to it, yeah.
I can maybe
That's
see
good.
that.
I can
wonder
hear it
how
in my
old
head.
he was at the time then.
That would've been what?
89?
Early 20s.
I was going to say 90.
So he was probably late teens,
late teens,
early 20s.
But
and then
in my head, it.
Sorry, Sam's saying the costumes needed about 60 pounds of animatronic equipment.
Wow.
That's crazy. Yet even with the mouth hole and the cooling system, the costumes overheated quickly. Most of the time, the actors in the suits could only do 2 takes before having to take the head off. From morning to lunch break, we would each lose at least 5 pounds.
Holy
John
shit.
Pice said.
That's like
in,
NASCAR
Yeah.
level.
Just in a take?
Well, and like
That
from morning to
means-
lunch break.
Well, you gotta think it's probably all
4 hours, probably
entirely.
3-4 hours.
It's all entirely latex skin. There is zero breathability in that suit.
Well,
I bet.
She said that it's cooled, like it had a cooling system
Yeah,
in it.
well, I imagine it had to be because again, it's all latex.
Yeah, but the cooling system was probably a fan and ice packs,
Or in water pumped around.
Yeah, like
Or
it
those
was.
wa-
It could only do so much.
For
you
sure.
would imagine.
I guarantee it wasn't like the water lines like they
No,
have
like they
in
have now.
new suits. Like
Yeah,
apparently
yeah.
that's how Disney has some of the suits now. They're like mini water cooled, where it's like they've got little tiny lines of like cooled water.
In the end, all 4 actors lost about 20 pounds during the shoot.
Holy shit.
Our friend Derek says he wants to wear one of those suits. I do too.
Oh,
man.
because he's fat. He needs to lose weight. He's a fatso.
I don't think they let
Oh, no,
Jerry.
fatso.
I don't
He's
think
an no fatso.
I don't think they would let a geriatric man wear a turtle suit. To
Damn,
be
y'all
fair,
are
Yeah, that is true. He's an old fat grandpa. That is a fact. All right, let's do another voicemail here. It's voicemail.
Yeah.
peppering them in, folks. Peppering them in.
peppering.
All right, you bunch of lavatory bowls. That time I called in and said hello. Of course, it's Braxton Hicks, a.k.a. Mark, from the Waxing Lyrical radio show, which, of course, doesn't exist anymore, so no point in looking for it.
Love you,
Not
Mark.
until I've started it up again anyway, but then I've been starting it up again for the last 4 years.
Yeah, yeah.
But, see, you got to show 600. I mean, that's some achievement, isn't it, for a podcast
So close.
radio show? And well done on all counts. I've seen a few of you come and go, but, of course, I think the first time Owen ever interviewed me was about 2010, 2011, and he wanted to know why an Englishman was listening to his podcast. So there you go. That was the first time. And, of course, I've been to the show 3 times in 13, 15 and 16. And 2018, I think you had a conflict of interests and decided to have Duncan in instead of me. But I did come around your house, didn't I, and pick up that CB radio that I bought and had shipped to you. So you've got your uses. Anyway, nice to have been having some banter backwards and forwards with Michael. Very nice to have had that banter.
I love Mark.
I am there in October this year. Whether I'll get to come round or not, I don't know. We're only in Orlando for a week, and it's just me and my good lady wife. My daughters are all grown up now and don't want
Oh,
to go.
Ty, you're gonna be sad. His daughters aren't coming this time. They are attractive young ladies. I will
Mark
say
has
that.
some smoke.
He
show
does
down.
have, he's
Forever
got,
crushes. I can't stop.
Yeah, he's got some smoking out
Well,
daughters.
here's what I want to say. It has
Either
been,
one is fine, or both. I don't care.
I
Bring
will
them,
say-
bring them to me, Mark. I love you.
They're not coming. They're not coming.
Mark Hales. It has
Trying to
been,
convince him.
It has been a treat that you have started tagging me since your retirement.
Oh, you guys have a food thing, don't you?
We do.
Yeah.
And here's the cool thing, because they have so much stuff in Britain that we don't, or that is either differently labeled or differently
You probably never tried,
adjudicated,
or,
that I've never tried. So one thing I did say is, like, you know, I want to go over to Europe for my 40th. I do want to spend like a day or two with Mark, just cooking a little bit,
Learning
and
the
like,
ropes.
you know, I just want to learn what they cook, because he sent
It's
me
all
the other
fish and
day.
chips.
He'll make you some mince pies and
There it
stuff.
He sent
like-
me it looked like almost like a tomato and fish pie.
Did you say tomato?
Yeah, he did. He's trying to.
Tomato and
he's
fish
trying to
pie.
fit in. He's trying to fit in.
And dude, not for nothing. What he described was in this tomato and fish pie. I was like, bro, it doesn't sound.
It's actually probably pretty good.
But I
That
also
picture looked fucking banging.
It did look
I
good.
want
also
that.
do realize that though the flavor combinations that they do over in the UK are slightly different,
Little different, yeah.
than what they do over here in America. You do still revolve a bit around onion, and you still do.
Oh yeah, good
and,
leek and onion. Oh yeah.
And so that and what it does make me wonder is though, like, I feel like I would do at least like as far as a palate goes.
That's right, sunshine.
I feel like I
Turn it
could
up. Yeah,
I could
yeah, yeah.
live in Britain and
Get me hot and bothered now.
I feel like I could live in Britain and maybe spice up the cuisine a little bit. Come over there, maybe open up my specialty corn dog and sausage shop.
No one wants a corn dog in the UK. That is not
No.
Mark Hales.
No corn dogs?
You tell me if you would eat a jalapeno sausage
revolting, mate.
with
Bloody
a
revolting.
corn and jalapeno breading
horrible.
with a little bit of honey in it. Mark, you tell me if you would love that.
He
corn
probably
dog.
would because he's an America-phile, but you know.
Oh, he's an
It's
wait.
been-
So if you're someone from America who loves English people, you're called an Anglophile.
Yeah, I think it's an America-phile, American file,
Ameriphile?
Ameriphile or something like. Yeah,
I want to.
Yeah,
I'm
something
gonna
like
look
that.
it up. What's it called if
I
you
don't know.
really love America?
Let's finish the rest. He's got a little more.
On holiday with mum and dad anymore, being that they're 27 and 23. It's making me feel old now. I think the first time I ever come to the show, I was 50. Well, I'm now into my 60s, so there you go. Anyway, congratulations on 600. Look forward to actually being alive for the next 600. And who knows, I might drop by again. Shame we won't get to see Ty, because he's now moved up to where the lakes and the good fishing is. And and the rock collecting. I've heard rock hounding. Rock collecting's very good up that way.
Rock hounding.
Ty, you'll have to let me know about that one, being as I'm a bit of a geek and an amateur geologist amongst everything else that I do. But,
Mark sounds
take
like a
care,
gym.
And
Fantastic.
see you in the October. All going well. Cheers.
Thanks, geezer.
Hey,
appreciate
cheers,
it,
Mark.
geezer.
I'd love to see you when you come.
I love Mark.
Even if it's just for an evening, like let me buy you a beer.
Oh no, Mark, we're gonna get together next time
We'd
he's over.
love-
He said October, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna hopefully we're gonna get him in.
Please,
like,
Mark.
we'll get him in.
Let us-
I'd love to have him in.
Even if we don't get you in, like let us just come have a beer. Let us buy you a beer, mate. Like
he
I'd
always
love
brings
to.
us over something weird. He brought speaking of the weird
Yeah.
rocks, he brought you some like weird ass like amethyst rock type thing. Do you still have it? Like-
I gave it to you because you were going to put it in my stash.
No, I gave it. I thought you. If it. Maybe it's on my bookshelf or something, but
I'm pretty sure I did, but that was.
No, I thought you. You took that one. You took that one.
No, I remember because you were like, I'm going to make staffs.
I don't think you ever get it. All right, I don't know. I can't
Rockhound is a proper term. Though.
Rockhound
also,
sounds like
I think-
something totally different to me.
sure.
I think I have some Mark art right behind me. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, we got some. We got Mark art in the studio. He makes these wax paintings. If not, I'll show you one later. But yeah, he's got. We definitely have one here somewhere. I can't remember. Oh, here's one. So he makes these out of
Mark
wax.
art?
Yeah, this is Mark. So he makes these out of wax. And
Yeah, check this shit out.
and,
It's
yeah,
awesome.
that's a great one too.
Bro, that looks like a.
He makes those out of
goddamn,
wax,
like,
and he makes them with
a Bob Ross
an
scene.
iron. He makes them with like a clothes iron. Like he just
But
kind of
that,
like
but again, that looks like
yeah.
a Bob Ross.
it's like a wax oil wax thing that he does. It's super impressive.
He's
The
got
guy's-
mountains and fields.
Yeah.
Dude, that looks impressive.
He
Fuck
never-
yeah, Mark.
He never not has a hobby. Like he's either metal detecting. Like he found us like some old.
He's a
like,
ham radio operator.
He's a ham radio operator. He does
Dude,
this
and,
shit. He's
apparently-
collecting rocks. He's cooking. Like
Not for nothing. Let's just shine another little bit of light on Mark Hales. This dude makes some apparently very impressive like ham radio connections.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Over some distances
Yeah.
that are not usual. He like
Bouncing off satellite.
Yeah.
he
no,
hits
I-
all like the
It's not even
little.
satielites at that point with the hams.
The
Like
atmosphere.
it's
just
like the atmosphere and shit.
He
Like-
knows how to like bounce it off all the conditions just right. And this dude hits like some.
He's talked to Russia. He's talked to places like like on the west coast of America from England. You
Yeah.
know, like it's
Through a
really
handheld
hard to do.
radio.
Well, here's the
Yeah,
deal.
yeah.
Occasionally, Facebook like gives me posts that he makes in like these UK like ham radio groups, to where he's talking to like people halfway across the globe
It's crazy.
over an antenna radio.
And over antenna radio, like
Using
ham
just
walkie-
frequencies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
frequencies
The
and dialing
dude-
it in. He
the
sits in his
dude's
little
a real
garage shop
pro.
and like he's a nutcase. He's probably one of the smartest people I've
His-
ever met.
his
Like, he's a
accent-
scientist.
Sounds like it,
he's incredibly intelligent.
His accent and his speech pattern was a little bit different than I thought he would be as a Brit.
Oh, you've never heard him?
I've never actually like heard
Oh.
his voice.
Oh,
I've seen him
what?
type, but he He was
Oh.
a lot
Well,
more like
he'll-
British
Well,
than I
he'll,
thought.
well, he'll fucking chin you as well if you
I
want.
know,
Yeah,
yeah.
he'll fucking.
Occasionally he does post things, and I'm like,
he was.
I have to do a little bit of ciphering. Like
his
what he
favorite
means.
his favorite thing to always post, like whenever anybody like messes with him, is like pictures.
I'll head him.
Oh, but yeah. Oh, pictures of him when he was like in his punk rock phase and like he's 17, 18 years old. And he's like,
Yeah.
he's in his leather jacket, and I think someone stabbed him or broke a bottle or something over his head, and he's like he's like
It's a
pouring
pretty
blood
great
from
picture. I
everywhere.
love
It's like
And he just looks normal. He
He's
looks like
just-
he's just carrying on like.
life, isn't it?
But bro, this dude also looks like he's got like 1,000cc like motorcycle. He's got.
Oh yeah,
pictures
that's
where
the
he's
other
got,
big
like,
thing he did.
1,000cc motorcycle.
Yeah, well, he used
between his
to
legs.
drag race motorcycles. Like he
Okay.
used to
Damn.
build drag motorcycles.
And he built them for his daughters.
Yeah, he got his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
He got his daughter into drag racing motorcycles at like 14 or
That's
something
dope.
stupid. Like
This dude is
it's
like
ridiculous. Yeah,
he is an official
Yeah.
like
kind of a
real-
Renaissance man. Weird as hell. But
I want to say it, and it's something that comes
Living
up in
life,
America
you know?
a lot. He's a real man.
he is a real man.
Yeah.
He's a real man. Yeah.
If I can say anything about Mark Hales is a real man.
Yep, absolutely. I love talking to the dude. He's always a good time.
You Englishmen get a lot more gardening like knowledge than I think we do here, because you guys almost every
Different soils and
mature,
stuff.
almost every mature Englishman has a
Good garden. Yeah.
and that's in America they gauge you on like how good your lawn is.
yeah.
I feel
It's
like
just
in
grass.
I feel like in the UK it's a better scale because they gauge you on like how good your backyard garden, like how
Well,
that
I'm in
back
the
garden
Midwest.
is.
There's a lot of gardens out here, man. We have a garden. There's gardens all over the place.
Okay, so
People growing their own veggies.
I forget what they're called, but there's actually competitions in the UK about, how we have all the roundabouts? Like it's like way more common to have roundabouts in the UK. They're everywhere. And so like towns compete in like the gardenings of
Beautification.
beautification
like the
roundabouts.
beautification of the roundabout.
And like it's a big deal to like
if
win.
like you've got a community roundabout,
yeah,
like
yeah.
oh, you take pride in your
Yeah, and they
Roundabout
make,
Pride.
Yeah, and they make them all-
612 roundabout
Yeah.
at Pride.
Yeah. 9103 E64, got it down, yeah. Beautification, most beautiful roundabout in
Blap, blap, blap.
Shropshire County, yeah. Have it. All right.
Isn't it the most beautiful roundabout? Isn't it? Isn't it?
Mark has definitely drove his car off the road at this point in the show. And you can see
He
our
drove it
accents.
right into
So
the
terrible.
Our
he drove it
accents
right
always
into
get
the
'em.
roundabout.
Well, before we go to break, we'll end with this because I do think it's worthy of topic and bringing it up. Ty, you're quite familiar, of course, I think, with this. You asked me if I was going to talk about it this evening, and
Hot
because
dog gate.
and because it was the original host venue for our 300th
Yeah.
episode, I felt it
And
was
now they've turned it into
appropriate
an
to talk
overly
about.
swank.
Well, I mean, just set it up. Of course, this place was once upon a time Colonial Lanes.
Ooh.
And
The sunken bar at Colonial Lane.
oh man, it was just a
It's a thing of
the
beauty.
Colonial Lanes was just something else in that it had such a vintage, nostalgic presence. Like it had something old school
Yeah.
to it that really, I can understand why it went out of business, but it also saddens us all that we lose something
As-
like that in town.
As a very Lebowski man.
Yeah, it
that
was a
place is
Lebowski
the most
Lanes.
Lebowski
Yeah.
bar
Oh, well, you
lane
could
ever.
have called it
Yeah.
Lebowski Lanes and been.
You probably could have made a lot of money if you did that.
Now, my question is I've heard they've only kept like 8.
I think it's
Lane.
slightly more than that. I think
I-
they have 12.
They've definitely gotten rid of
I thought it was 7.
some portion of the lanes. I don't know what it is.
They were going to destroy it all.
Yeah, I was just happy when they didn't because it was supposed to become like a series of like storage units
Yes.
at one point. Like
Which is
it's
disturbing.
yes, and now they've turned it into I believe it's called Primrose Lanes,
Mhm.
and it is very much the regentrified Colonial Lanes.
Again, with the smaller amount of lane,
It's, I think, less about the bowling and more about the dining and
Drinking.
drinking experience with a
accoutrement.
little bit of bowling.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know if they kept the lounge there, because that was part of the greatest thing about Colonial Lanes. They had that lounge
on the backside.
On the backside, where they had one of the best karaoke nights in town.
We had karaoke
at the event.
Our 300 perfect game.
Absolutely. So, like, I don't know if they've kept that aspect of it, if that's part
We
of
should
the
go
whole
back.
deal. I'm interested to check it out, but it's sparked a lot of controversy here in Orlando because we've gotten rid of this like kind of icon, this old nostalgic thing where the prices were very, very cheap.
Yeah.
And now you've turned it into this hipster establishment
Bougie
where
ass.
everybody, you mentioned it, you talked about it as Hot Dog Gate, Ty. Tell everybody about Hot Dog Gate.
So, I mean, I lived in Wisconsin now for a few years, but still, when I do my doom scrolling, most of it's Orlando related, just because
all your connections are there.
place.
So
Yeah.
right.
And fucking everywhere. Like, I don't know if it started on the actual, like, Orlando foodie posts or whatever it was, but it, like, there was one post just about the prices, the original post looked like they were pretty mad about it. But I don't know, man, there's been this back and forth about how who gives a fuck if you're paying for $15 hot dog because it's a handmade hot dog that they make themselves.
Can I say that? Can I just chime in?
Mm-hmm.
I did a little bit of research on
the
this.
chef's well-known dude. Like, he's pretty cool from what I know.
The dude is, apparently his name's Chef Jason. He's a fairly well-known chef here in town. And this is not just some Nathan's, like, pull out of a package.
I saw a picture of it. It's a long ass big fucking hot dog.
It's a long hot dog.
Yeah,
if you look at it closely, you can see it's got no case on it. This is a natural handmade hot dog.
Natty dog.
And from what I've seen, it takes a couple days to actually make one of these long dog motherfuckers.
So, all right, like, here we are agreeing that sounds kind of good, and we can understand why it might be a $15 to $20 hot dog, right? Like, we're having that thought now. Like, I can justify that, but then there's all these dudes riding that pony like,
we used to be able to get a
$3,
$4 hot dog at the Lanes.
Awesome, dude. You can still get a $3, $4 hot dog anywhere at any of these local fucking hot dogs. You can go outside of any Home Depot right now.
Correct.
And get a $3 to $4 hot dog, and guess what?
It's the good old boys that used to get 2 pitchers of beer and 2 hot dogs and fries, and they used to come out of there for probably under $20 and play a couple of games of bowling, and that's what it was.
And that's awesome.
And
you didn't save the fucking lane by doing
you
it.
didn't exactly. They couldn't make a business out of that anymore. Like,
way to go, bro.
Now we're in the world that you have to charge $20 for. By the way, it's $20 for hot dog and
almost
fries.
Every
and
meal.
Fries, right,
Here's
right.
the deal: almost every meal you order at almost any restaurant, if it's not fast food, guys, guess what? It's gonna cost between $15 and $20.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to eat fast food, your options nowadays, again, unless you choose the cheapest, shittiest route, guess what? $20.
And it's a foot long. It's a good foot long hot dog.
It looks
too.
like a decent.
Yeah,
that's
that
not
hot
even
dog
the
looks
issue.
awesome.
Yeah.
I want it.
That's
I
not
would
even
eat
the
it.
issue, Owen. It doesn't matter if it's a hot dog, if it's a sandwich, if
Chicken
it's a
fingers?
salad, chicken fingers. Guess what? You better bring a fucking 20 in your pocket because you're not eating
I don't care.
in Orlando. I mean, whatever. You better have $20 in your budget to eat anywhere in Orlando
All right.
and not have an issue.
That's fine, but here, like, after all the hoopla between this and that and poor shaming and gentrification, like, the old spot, Colonial Lanes, that we all loved, like, it couldn't survive even being a cheap spot.
It didn't
that
survive
had
on
cheap
having
food.
$2 hot dogs, guys. Guess what?
No,
all the
but
food,
still,
all the burgers,
it didn't survive.
whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Like, now that they have the rich hipster spot, Do you think it'll survive long term? Do you think it'll?
I think it's got a
it'll
better
actually-
chance.
It's got a better chance, but it won't.
You do? You do think that?
I think it's
Yes.
got a lot better chance. It looks gorgeous.
I mean, I'm
haven't
gonna
been
assume
there,
they have
but-
more than just hot dogs.
Oh, they do.
too.
They've got a very like good
and not even
looking
that.
menu.
It's expensive,
the whole
though,
lane,
real quick.
the
It's
whole
expensive.
the whole lane is built like almost every other venue that's been modernly built. It's built to take pictures at. That's what they build these things to do nowadays. They build them so that you can take pictures at them and post them on
Yeah.
social media.
It's like going to Foxtail fucking coffee.
Can I be
you
super
know?
honest? The restaurant that I work at,
It's like that, right?
part of our entire
You got a grass background?
part of our entire plating aspect when we give you the food is to prompt you to take a photo
Do the
of
thing
it.
and Instagram it and whatever.
Before you ever even eat it, we have prompted you through studying how you're supposed to present food to prompt you to take a photo of the food before you ever even eat it, my dude. And that's what everywhere across the country is doing now.
I think it's a smart move. I understand why some people are pissed, but
Can I tell you why?
One thing real quick though too is that bowling alleys in general are closing
Correct.
and falling off.
That's
So you
correct.
have to do something different as a business plan to stay in business if you want to keep the concept alive of just having bowling alleys, because no one goes there anymore. I'm going to tell you one of the reasons why those old school bowling alleys don't work like they used to. They banned smoking in them.
Yep.
Oh, shit. I didn't even-
Can I
ominous
tell you
music
okay.
for that.
It's okay.
that's actually kind of perfect. But seriously, that is a reason that people used to go to the bowling alley.
It's
It
a
was something
leisurely
to
activity.
do. Leisurely activity, bowl, smoke. It's like going to the bar, playing darts, whatever.
But smoking is also on the way out. I mean,
But
It
that's,
is.
that's not
And
even
that's
the
and
deal,
that's a
Owen.
reason that they got to adapt, right?
Correct.
Like
That's
every
not even
business,
the
you got to
deal,
adapt.
Because the only places, I did a little bit of research, the only places where bowling alleys work is in places that haven't really modernized yet. They aren't.
I'm
at
sure in Alabama,
2023.
there's a lot of bowling alleys still operational.
Yes,
I'm sure in Palatka,
in the
it's
Midwest.
the height of the midnight, Friday night scene.
are you
Here's
saying,
the deal.
Mike,
In the
that
Midwest-
bowling is just not a popular thing to do now? That there's
It's
other.
not hip. It hasn't had a resurgence.
It's definitely gone down the tank, but I think there's a way you can bring that back. I think that there's
no,
A Loma
and
Bowl's still
no,
open.
here's the problem,
Yeah.
and here's why.
Yeah, a Loma Bowl's
Bowling.
awesome.
No, here's the problem. Bowling is going to consistently be
Decline.
on the way out. Because guess what? Guess what
I
did
don't
you
know
do?
if I agree with that.
No. Because what did you
Yeah,
do in
man.
what did you do in the 90s to make bowling cool?
Drink.
Smoke.
No,
It's smoke.
you did extreme bowling, and guess what?
Oh
fuck is
yeah,
extreme bowling?
the nighttime.
It didn't
Oh,
fucking
rave bowling.
work.
Rave bowling.
It didn't work because bowling
They
is
play
still
Daft
Club
Punk
bowl,
or something.
exactly.
Yeah,
and they would
I
make
did that a few
they
times.
would-
It was
it was
fun.
fun.
they would
Yeah.
make
Good time.
all-
Bring that
and-
back.
awesome. Yeah, it was
Pitcher
great.
deals. Just bring pitcher deals back, and people will bowl.
That's
Yeah.
basically what you have to do. You have to turn these bowling alleys into modified bars.
That's what you
Much
do,
like they've
and that's
done
what
with
they exactly
darts.
have just done. They've taken away a few lanes so they can expand their space to add other, like they can add tables, they can add more seating space, right? And now
So
they-
you can drink there, which guess what, folks, has been the driving part of every restaurant since the beginning of fucking time.
I like bowling, and I think it can survive. I do think it's a lot of overhead, and I just honestly I wish them luck because at least they didn't turn it into a goddamn
God.
storage
And guess what?
center or whatever.
Here's the deal. You can look at places like Elevate out in Sanford.
Okay.
That place got put in an old Sears. They put in 8 lanes.
Great idea.
They put in 8 lanes, and that's all you need because they offer everything else under the sun there.
Right. It's way more than a bowling alley. It's like they got
That's
go-karts
what I'm
out
saying.
there.
You-
But it's
you
still just a
bowling
glorified bar with
It's like
bowling.
a Dave and Buster's with
Exactly.
bowling and go-karts.
And that's what all these places need to realize. You need
That's how
to
to do it.
focus your focus on the bar first.
Well, look
build
at
the
frickin'
bar.
What is it? Frickin' Keglers or whatever that was out by
Frickin'
UCF.
Keglers, yeah.
They're gone. That used to be.
Did
They
that
used to
place
be
close?
That was
Oh,
a
yeah.
Dave and Buster's competitor.
Yeah, it was
bowling.
just like
It was a bowling alley
never
with
went there.
arcades
Okay.
and a huge bar
I
area.
won a PS3 at that spot.
No
and
shit.
a Zune.
That's awesome.
And actually,
and a Zune. That's dope.
that Firkin and Kegler is where my extended family learned that my father-in-law and I cannot do games together because we are far too competitive together, and we both talk shit.
No co-op.
We do not work together. The thing is, he'll talk shit, but he talks shit like a man who's almost 60 years old. I talk shit like a person who grew up with the dialogue changing and like the
No cap.
yeah. I'll be like, "Fuck you, you old boom piece of shit."
Wow.
You know, I will be. And that's the thing. I don't respect the guy,
Well,
so I will also just ride him the whole time. If you want to bowl, you got to bowl through me being like, "No shot." Like, your hands are weak. You're an old man.
Well,
You
let's
won't-
just hope it stays in business, because maybe, just maybe, we can convince them to do let us do an event there,
666,
and maybe we maybe do it before that, but because I don't know if they're going to stay open
4,000
that
an
long.
hour, something like that.
Yeah, they
Something
would
like
have
that.
to stay open almost a year and like some change.
A year and a half for us to do that. So that's this, but let's think about it. Let's think about doing that, and it would be great to go back to our old stomping grounds. By the way, we got to go to break here in a second, but really did remind me, we were the last event that happened before that place
Damn right.
closed.
No shit.
And I think it was the day after our event, which eventually closed that place down because it was too expensive to repair. They had a plumbing issue. So one of you motherfuckers fucking clogged the toilets and you stopped the goddamn Colonial Lanes from existing. So we got to go back and show them some patronage. Patronage. Thank you. To kind of
Make up for it.
Make up for it,
Got some
karma
guilt.
wise here
Yeah.
in town. That
I
means
think it was
Oh, and
Tom.
what if we go
Probably.
in there and say, "Hey guys, we know that we're the Oh No Radio Show. We know that our event was what doomed the last lane."
we go and apologize and have
And ask them if we can do like a seance, like an evil spirit removal, like the spirit
Sage
of Oh
the
No.
place.
Well, they're just going to charge more for their hot dogs if we do that. So let's not do that. We'll figure out a better
serve
spiel.
a $20 hot dog.
Yeah, let's figure out a better spiel for that. Guys, thank you for tuning into the first portion of Oh No Radio Show that you're going to get this evening, and the first portion, if you're listening on the podcast, that you're going to get this week. We implore you to stick around for a little bit of Oh No 2.0. We got some more voicemails. We got some clips. I want to talk a little bit about chicks like with big tits and how how do they open doors right? Because I got to figure something out. It's been on the top of my head for a couple weeks. I also got scammed by someone in China. I want to talk a little bit about that. And of course, we will, I said of course, but it sounds like one Johnny Moonbags might be stopping by. Being said, boys,
I had to bring him here. He's stopping by.
what do we say when we get out of here for the first segment? 600, baby!
Fuck your dreams! Hail, mutant Satan! Welcome back, Johnny Moonbag.
with your second dose of Oh No Radio Show for the week. This is Oh No 2.0, baby.
And
The dude.
things like to get weird right
they
now.
always get a little bit weirder.
Let's get
on
weird,
2.0.
baby.
So, okay, as much as I want to, play the I'm always cool guy, I got some anxiety issues from time to time, which I think that we all do in this room, and even you, Ty.
Nope.
And probably
Zero anxiety.
Zero. Definitely.
I suffer
Yeah.
from zero anxiety.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, you're superhuman. We all know that about you, Mike.
Next stage, baby.
So I was going through, I thought I was kind of going through a little bit of a mental breakdown earlier in the week. And I'll be honest with you, something happened to me that I've never experienced before. All of a sudden, I was like listening to like a podcast, but I would then, maybe I was like, whoa, that's weird. I turn it off and I'd hear, I'd have a conversation with my wife or whoever it was.
It goes to the podcast?
And no. It sounded like everyone was talking faster than me. And I talk pretty fast, right? Like I have a tendency to kind of like blah, blah, blah. But dude, like I read up on it and apparently
Are you taking mushrooms like I've been lately?
I haven't. No, it wasn't. I don't think it was anything. It was just like my anxiety was so crazy. These panic attacks were happening and it sounded like the world was just like, you ever had that?
No, only because
Sounds
like
schizophrenic.
It's weird, right? Yeah, I'm a fucking nutcase. I know that, but
I spend a lot of money and a lot of time, like numbing myself down with weed. Like I literally I do think I might have like some little.
Oh, I've definitely got mental disorders going on that are probably undiagnosed, but I've never
got
had
some whispers, but I think the weed kind of
Careless
keeps.
whispers?
See, I don't know. The weed was actually making it worse. The
weed's never made the voices.
The weed
The
was
weed's
making it
only ever
worse.
guided the voices to better things.
I need that sweet alcohol just to kind of calm it down.
Oh, the alcohol shuts out almost all of the
That was
voice.
good. So I just
The only
stuck with
voice
that.
the alcohol doesn't shut out is the dumb voice in my head was like, you see half that handle, right? And I'm like,
Oh, well,
I
that's
do.
yeah.
And it's like, you should
Probably drink all of it.
You should actually drink all of it, but be actually mean about how much of it you need to drink. Be mean about it.
Nah, see, I don't get that way.
Now,
I
my
just,
voice in my head when it comes to me drinking the alcohol or other people drinking the alcohol, my voice in my head is like, being mean about it. Like, claim it. Stake your claim, Mike B.
Oh, because what? Someone's gonna drink it for you if you don't
They'll
get it
drink
now.
it if I won't.
Yeah, if you won't, it's gone. Yeah,
It's alcohol. It's literally the most
This
precious
is currency for you.
It's
This
the
is
most precious resource that
Yeah.
exists under the sun.
You know when people like the new kids, the hot shots on TikTok, they'll be like, "Get yours!" Like get Mikey. He's like, "I will get mine." And it's
My
on
voice
that
is like,
shelf.
I've already got ours.
It's right there.
It's alcohol. We've got it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
here.
Yeah,
We
that's it.
got ours, baby.
Yeah. Well,
Nailed it.
we lost half the listeners in that opening, but that's fine. It is what it is. They'll come back. They'll do what they want to do because we do have a great lineup here for you tonight. Of course, I'm Owen on our 600th show, the captain of your shit ship. Of course, we've got Ty, my lizard wizard companion from the Great White North.
He was slapping the bass.
So, Owen, you've captained
I can't help it.
600 shit ships.
I've got this guy that
out
won't
in-
even let me get through introductions in his borderlining hot taco. I've got my good friend Mike B.
Oh,
Yes,
we're still at introductions.
and our good friend Jason Glassford is still here with us. And man, you're looking red, bro.
It's a little warm.
It's a little warm. It's
all
Don't
right.
notice
the fan
it.
helps.
It's fine. It's the colors of the curtain, so you just.
I'm
match.
also
It-
sunburned.
Oh, yeah.
I spent a week in the
Get sunburned
sun.
in Ohio.
Wait, didn't you?
That's-
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, didn't you spend a week in
Yeah.
Ohio?
That's a weird place to
how
get
do you
sunburned. Tell us about
there?
that.
Okay, well, we went to a festival up there called Everwild, and it takes place at this place called Legend Valley, which is pretty dope. They've got a bunch of giant dinosaur sculptures all over the place.
Yes.
So
I've seen pictures of this spot. Yeah.
it's awesome. It's a pretty cool spot. But it's in a bowl, basically, like in a literal valley, and there's only trees along the edge, and they make everybody camp in the middle. So even though it was only like a high of 86 and low humidity, when the sun is out, the glare bear is out to get you.
Burning you.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
the glare bear.
The old glare bear.
I like that. I
That's
never
what I
heard
call
that.
the sun
That's what
now.
I call it. You thank you,
Yeah.
Bob.
Yeah, he's gone to
The
3
glare
white
bear.
boy
Or Andy.
reggae. He's gone to 3 white boy reggae concerts, and it's
The
glare
old glare bear.
It's
Yeah.
a commitment.
Yeah. It's part of what you do.
Whew.
You were
That's
up
what I
there to
call
see
the
some
sun.
white boy reggae, right?
I did. Yeah, and hip hop. Like, there's a couple artists. Bone Thugs was one of the top. Which
They're
very
almost white boy
disappointing.
hip hop at this point. To be fair,
The Bone Thugs were disappointing.
Yeah, it was
Ah.
like Bone Thugs karaoke, and even then, they only played 2 of their own songs.
Did they still
Everything
have
else
Crazy Bone? Did they still have? Because I like
Wait,
it good
they-
when
they
crazy
played-
goes
Was,
like
hold on.
you know.
How many members of Bone Thugs are there? There's like
All
5,
Six.
right?
I got Lazy Bone. I got Crazy Bone.
That's 2.
Those are my bones.
those are actually all of Owen's
Those are
actual
also my
bones. Lazy and crazy. 2 bones that Owens has.
Those
and
are the only bones I can remember.
I think there's 5 members or 4 members, but they take turns.
Like there's in Crossroads. There's at
Crossroads is the
least,
one
Crossroads
song
has 5 bones.
that they.
It's got a-
Okay,
I
it's
think
got a
there's
good
6
5
bones.
Bum,
Yeah.
bum.
So they played Crossroads. That was
Is
one,
that what they were saying? I
one-
always thought it was
No.
I thought they were just going ba ba ba
Bum,
ba. I thought they were going ba 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 ba.
No, they're going
think it's the same
bone,
thing.
bone,
They were saying
bone,
bone?
Yeah, the whole time.
My mind is blown.
Anyway, they played that
They
song.
miss their Uncle Charles, y'all.
They do miss my Uncle Charles. I remember that part.
It was the
He should've
weirdest.
been
It was the
gone if
weirdest
I was
set I've
home.
ever
Never been
seen.
gone.
Boo was wrong.
I never understood anything he said, but I loved it.
Ooh, wrong.
Every birthday, your birthday, your birthday.
Pretty good. That's
Every
pretty good,
birthday,
actually.
every
I feel like I'm back there now.
Yeah.
Are you on the porch where your Uncle Charles is
See
apparently
you at the
getting shot?
crossroads, don't belong here. See you at the crossroads.
You won't be
don't
lonely.
See you at the crossroads.
You won't be lonely.
See you at the crossroads.
You won't be
lonely.
I don't know why I
Can
wasted all that
somebody-
money to
anybody
go
tell
see
me
him when I could have just
why?
come here.
Hey, we're praying,
Somebody
we're
anybody
praying,
tell
we're
me
praying.
why we die,
Every
we
day,
die.
every day, every day, every day.
And we pray,
we're
and we
praying,
pray,
we're
and we
praying.
pray, and we pray.
Every day, every day, every day, every day. Yeah.
That was
So it was a lot
that
like
was
that.
too good. We should stop. That was really great.
So sorry. Tell us more about Bone.
So there's 5 members that we've now established. And
Okay.
I guess they switch
We
out.
did?
Yeah, we sure did.
I
They
did.
switch out. So only 3 of them go on a show at a time. So there's
That's a contract.
Oh, they're
That's a
switching out?
That's
so
a
there's
contract
three
dispute.
bones instead of 5. And they actually played way more Death Row Records stuff than they played their own stuff. They only played Crossroads that was theirs, and then whatever's on their new album they were
I think
promoting,
that's because
and
you only
that's
get
it.
3 bones. You can only get the one good
But they played
song.
Tupac, they played Biggie, they
Wait, you're
played
not allowed to
Eazy-E.
do that. They
It
were just
was-
both
covering
those
other people's
wait,
shit.
because
yeah,
they're
because
on
both those
Death Row
motherfuckers are
Records.
dead.
All of them. Eazy-E.
Okay.
How many notable tracks does Eazy-E have?
I don't know. They played the one.
Well, I mean, he's on that one, like,
You're going to nail it, too. This is it.
it's that one that was covered by Dynamite Hags.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Bailed
That's the one.
outside,
Nah,
pointing my weapon. and
they got
just as I
body-
thought, the fools kept stepping,
jumped in the flow, hit the juice in my ride,
left, front, and back, and side to side.
Then I let
let
the
the
Alpine
Alpines
play.
play.
I was bumping new shit by NWA. It was gangster at the top of the list. Then I played my own shit. It went something like this.
white.
And then at the end, they would yell, "Rest in peace, Eazy-E," or "Rest in peace, Tupac."
That's nice. So it was like a tribute.
Oh,
thing.
great.
But that
I
was
want to hear a bunch of old Tupac songs. I could have
99%
heard
of their
with
show.
Tupac
They played
before
2
he
of their
died.
own songs, and that was it. And they
That's
were out.
garbage, by the
I know.
way.
And then they would also cut it out to like the crowd. So it was like they play the music, turn it off. play the music, turn it off. It was like Bone
like
Thugs.
what we
Sounds
were
like the
doing.
laziest bullshit
Bone
I've
Thugs
ever
karaoke.
heard.
They were an hour and a half late.
I love it. I would go to that
Oh.
show.
That's
I'd
like a
have-
Lauryn Hill show, an hour and a half late. God damn.
So did you know? Okay, I pulled up the Wikipedia for Bone Thugs and
Here we go,
Harmony
here we go.
here. Formerly known, by the way, as B.O.N.E.Enterprise with an S as a cash mark. You know,
They're from
Bones
$.
They're from
Bones
Ohio.
Enterprise?
Just Bone Enterprise.
They
were
claim Cleveland.
Bone Enterprise, formerly known as, and they were composed of rappers. All right, so we know Lazy Bone
and Crazy.
Do you want to guess? You want to guess the other three original bones?
Dog Bone?
Nope, no Dog Bone.
Oh, damn.
I remembered there's two.
Femur bone.
Okay.
Femur bone.
You're not even because one of them is a bone that people refer to in pop culture.
Okay.
So like when you said dog bone,
Milk
like
Bone?
in a weird, not milk bone, but you're
On it.
all right. And then the other one is one I would never have remembered in a million years. Don't know this guy. But then the last one that we're guessing here for you guys is 100%. Oh shit! I remember
All right,
that
so wait,
one.
give me the one that we would never ever
Okay,
that
the
we-
never
that
guess?
middle that we would never get.
All right, we got a flesh and bone.
So we have lazy, crazy,
Flesh.
Flesh
in.
and bone.
Okay.
And it's flesh hyphen bone is the way Wikipedia.
and you
has
said
it.
that when I said dog bone, I wasn't far
But
off.
he's not the one. Yeah, flesh and bone isn't the one I was referring to. There was also a very popular dog named this once upon a time.
Ham. Bone.
No, it's
No?
Spud's Bone,
Spuds.
No.
Mackenzie Bone.
No. This
Oh!
is,
Snoopy.
you're going right, Mike. Okay, Mike.
Lassie Bone.
Okay, you're going on the first couple. You were going with the Spuds Bone. You were going more on the adult dog character.
Red
scenario.
Bone.
So
Clifford. Is it? Is it like?
No,
Oh,
but
Red Bone would have been.
going in
Bone's
the
pretty good.
children's direction is where you want a bone.
I don't want a bone in the children's direction. I've literally been told by every person alive not to bone in the children's direction.
I know it was a joke, and it relates to the thing.
Kinder Bone.
No.
Oh my god.
Another show that had a dog it was a kid's dog.
Blue Bone.
No.
Wow.
You don't know the bones.
Wishbone.
Wishbone.
There it
Oh,
is.
bro,
Let's
Wishbone.
go. Let's go.
Bro, do you remember how like Wishbone, that motherfucking dog solved some mysteries?
Oh, I think-
back
didn't-
in the day.
Did he
bruh.
solve mysteries or did he just live theatrical performances?
Well, some of those theatrical performances involve mysteries, which
That's true.
Wishbone did solve.
Okay. All right. So we got one more bone to get through.
So we got lazy, crazy, flesh and
Wish.
flesh and bone
wish.
and wishbone. Now we got to get the last bone.
And
Which
you
is
said
the one.
this was the one where we'd be like,
I was
oh
like,
God,
I
why did-
remember that one. Yeah.
That one
I
bone.
remember that bone. And it will bother you. It will bother you.
I remember that bone that I had.
It's a new game called Get the Bone.
I remember that one bone that I had where my brother said, "There's no way you could be having sex yet. You sleep under me. I would know." And I did fuck my girlfriend with my brother directly above me.
I mean, they do have a lot of good songs.
But that's probably not the bone you're
Probably
talking
not the
about.
one I'm thinking of. No. No.
It's not dog and bone, right? Because that was a that was a bar in Cocoa Village that was pretty dope.
No. You're missing the obvious. You're missing the obvious. Do you want me to give it to you?
Yeah.
You guys have
Bone
any
spur?
guesses?
Wait, is it bone spur?
No, it's gonna be something bone.
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe this
Lord.
one guy was being different.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Give
I
it
don't
to us, Owen.
Let me
Big
get
bone.
let me get this going.
Kanye West.
Okay,
Late-
Tupac.
This is Body Rock by Bone Thugs.
That's Tupac.
You'll never find a thuggish bunch of niggas like us. Don't be so quick to test us, I'll be more than Mike Bus. I'ma have to talk to Easy.
So,
so I can see.
that's lazy.
Tell me why you hating on me.
Why you want me? Why you want me?
To show a nigga what the face of me.
The fuck around nigga with a real up and down nigga.
Listen to Owen censor himself. He wants to say it too. He wants to. With a hard R.
All right, so that's lazy. All right. Let me
Can we get a crazy bone?
I think this is lazy right here.
So it's two lazies.
Lazy's really carrying this track.
All right,
Oh, this is one of the fast bones.
right.
Fast bone.
So he wasn't fast bone.
Slow bone.
All right. I think this is actually crazy bone, but there's two fast bones. There's two
Okay.
fast bones.
Yeah, there were two canonically like
yes.
very quick rapping
There were two
bones.
fast bones.
One was crazy.
So we got
bone,
crazy bone.
and
What's the last bone?
psycho bone.
Busy bone.
Oh, busy
And you
bone.
knew it. And you knew it, right?
That's
as soon
the
as I
easy.
said
Oh,
it,
if
you
we would've-
fucking knew
if we
it.
would have heard him rap, we would have known. Like, oh, dude, this guy is getting at it. He's busy bone.
It's busy bone.
That's
BIZZY bone. That's busy bone.
Busy bone, baby.
Yeah.
That's a classic name though. If you're running with like a bone like thugs set,
Yeah.
and you've already got a guy named Crazy, you already got Lazy
Got
Bone,
crazy lazy. We can't keep
Flesh
going with
and
that.
Bone,
But we
and just
Wishbone.
Wishbone.
Yeah. Now we gotta go with busy
And then
bone.
they're like, all right, brother, what is your bone name? And he's like, shit, I rap really fast. And they're like, fast bone? They're like, no, that's not gonna work.
Bone Enterprise, founded in Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland, Ohio. They claim
Cleveland, Ohio, in 1991. That's
But
pretty
there's-
much where you were, right?
Close to, yeah. We
Close
were in
to.
Thornville.
And
But-
you got long story short, you went to kind of like a music show festival type
Yeah,
thing.
music
and,
festivals, 3 days.
And you got it burned. Did you sleep in a tent?
I did.
Ah, fuck
I
it.
did.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
With
It
Sal?
wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sure did.
Oh, I slept with another
Aw.
man in a tent.
Snuggled.
Yeah,
I don't
but,
even care about-
but
no, I just don't.
No, but
if I'm
Sal's
sleeping in a tent, I don't need another man in there.
Sal's
I-
a really lovely
I don't
little
wanna-
guy. He's
He is
barely a
tiny.
man. He's like a little nymph.
Yeah, he'd
He's
be
a small
like
dude.
me. I'd be. No, I fart too much. You don't want to be in a tent.
It was a
with me.
4-man. It wasn't a tiny tent. It was
And
yeah.
if you and I got in a tent,
standard.
it would be a actual toxic nightmare. Because
Oh,
I am
me and you. in
I'm
a tent?
apparently a sleep farter.
At night, it was low 60s, so it was wonderful when the sun
Well,
went down.
Yeah.
As
Nice.
soon as the sun was gone, it was fucking gorgeous.
But you were
Who else?
apparently
Who else was at
sunscorched.
the show besides?
Performance-wise,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was a tropodelic event, so they're like white boy reggae, rock, hip hop. They're all right. I like them a lot. Little Stranger. What were some of the bigger acts that were there? Kyle Smith, who is like L.A. reggae. Ivy Terra reggae. There's a lot of reggae acts, but it's like a mix between hip hop. Mike Pinto was there, and he's like, I don't even know how to classify him. Surfer rock.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know any of these people.
Yeah,
Actually,
I don't know any.
actually,
Surfer rock. I
Mike
like,
Pinto's the shit. I just
Mike Pinto's
took
dope.
a minute, but
Joe
that
and
last
Harcum.
album he put out. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. It's good stuff. It was a good time. I had a great time, and it was just
Cool.
hot in the sun.
tense though.
Yeah.
Just tense though.
Yeah.
They got to like.
I think camping on occasion is good for everybody.
I like
I'm not
camping.
saying it isn't, but
I don't know, man. The last time I went like tent camping at a festival, me and the guy I was there with, we were selling. We were not selling beer. We were giving away beer.
Oh, that's the story you told on literally the last podcast.
Yeah. Well, here's the weird thing. We had a mature, like a 50 to 60-year-old woman when we came back to our tent the second night.
Oh, did you bang it out? In
No.
The tent?
Do the Eiffel Tower?
Yeah.
No, because this woman was just like sprawled out at the entrance to our tent.
So it was an invite.
And we were like, we're trying to get into our tent. Can you like?
Oh, she was fucked up.
Yeah, she was like.
Oh, yeah.
beyond.
She
Oh, they were
drank
fun
too
people,
much
bro.
of the free beers and stuff, man. But that happens. She's just trying to find a tent. She's trying
Yeah,
to
but
find
we had to
place-
kick this woman out from in front of our tent
That's
to
fair.
like go to our tent to sleep, and it was not an enjoyable experience.
So that's one mark against camping, I guess.
Yeah, that would be a mark. I mean,
old like lusty broads
I
who
just
don't
don't-
want to like take no for an
yeah,
answer.
that's not regular camping. That's like,
Right.
festival thing.
Festival camping.
All right, so do you have like a mat that you lied on? Or was it straight on the ground?
Yeah, it was straight on the ground.
Fuck that.
It
No,
was,
no, no.
It was the
I need
worst.
a
That
mat.
was the worst.
I need a
I need
mat.
I need
want
a
air mattress.
spacer
Straight up
air
between me and the
mattress.
earth.
I gotta have. If I got a mat, I think I could do this.
I was Googling Airbnbs in Columbus, which is only 30 minutes
So
away. I was like,
you weren't that happy with it. You did it.
It was rough.
It was
rough.
This guy was immediately trying to like take his wristband and go to a hotel.
Yeah. I don't blame him. I
Yeah.
think I would have done exactly
Jason
that.
was like, "All right, Sal, I will pay for you and I to go to a hotel right now if we can get out of this bullshit immediately."
Let's go.
Pretty close.
Like
Pretty
Holiday
close to
Inn.
accurate.
Holiday Inn right there.
Bro.
$98.
Right.
You gotta be part of hammock crew on this situation.
Dude, you know what
Yeah.
sucks? There was a
Get a
year.
hammock.
There was a year that we went to Fest where literally we found a room at a hotel
This is dope.
in town, and
Never been.
my friends and I were like, "It's gonna cost $26 a person. Let's just sleep in our cars." And I was like,
26.
and I was like, at the time, I was like, "Yeah, I think you're probably right."
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
Well,
And no, dude, after the very first day where I got back to our car,
car smells like
shit
farts.
house, like I was just so drunk.
Is that vomit in the
That
fucking
first
floorboard?
day where I
Oh,
got
that's
back,
bad.
I was like, we should have got the fucking hotel room.
Yeah.
I could be vomiting in a real toilet
26
right now.
26 yeah, that's all you cared about. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like, I could be vomiting somewhere real right now.
Air conditioning. Air
That's
conditioning.
I could be
important, I think.
throwing up in the AC right now,
Yeah.
and that would have been 1,000. And plus, like, we woke up and we're smoking weed, and then we got swarmed by cops who were actually just going to the donut shop, didn't care about us one bit. But when you get swarmed by cops,
And you're hungover.
Just a
and you're-
coincidence.
yeah, it was
You're only
terrible experience.
you're only trying to cure the hangover that you created
yeah.
with weed, and you're like, cool, great. And in the middle of smoking the weed, all the cops just like pull up for morning like assessment.
Coffee and a donut.
You're like-
it's not fun.
Well, I'm not drunk and I'm not anything anymore. Now I just have to
You're
shit.
hungover.
Yeah, now this feels terrible.
Yeah.
Now everything feels terrible.
It doesn't matter how much weed I smoke. Everything's gonna feel garbage.
What was the name of the festival then? What was
Everwild.
it? Everwild?
Yeah.
I'm writing that down. Just
Everwild. It's Tropidelic throws it every year in Thornville. This is
Are
their
they? They're
second
an
or
Ohio
third.
based.
Yes, they are. They also claim
Thorn-
Cleveland.
Thornville, Ohio.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just
It's middle of nowhere.
Yeah. No, I'm interested.
30
in these
minutes
types of-
outside
Have
of
you ever heard of
Columbus.
that, Ty?
I know the venue just because I know where it is. I've seen other shows that
Right.
have been there, but
You probably did an episode of that Hillbilly Wife show or whatever you did over there.
might have been close actually. Maybe
Ty filmed an episode of My Hillbilly Marriage. He
Yeah.
was the jib on that one.
No bullshit.
No, what
They
was the
host-
one
My-
you did? Redneck
my
Wedding.
big redneck wedding.
Yeah, it was big.
Yeah.
He worked
Nice.
on that
Hell
show
yeah.
for a while.
That's dope.
Yeah.
They literally, no bullshit. The gathering of the Juggalos is held there like every year.
Oh, okay. I want to go to that.
The
I was
Gathering?
gonna ask guys.
I think I want to go to the gathering. I'm one of these people. I knocked the Juggalos and I knocked ICP for years and years
me
and
too.
years, and I realized after years of mocking them that I was the asshole. They're actually really good guys. They're actually really, really
core,
good guys.
the core tenets of being
the
a juggalo is family
Yep.
above all else.
It's if you look into it, I'm like, huh.
So we met a couple of dudes who apparently snuck into Everwild.
No,
They
I
had-
don't dig all their shit, but
sure.
but they can be good people.
Well, the year before, last year when I went, the entire front stage area where you stood to listen to the band smelled like throw up. And this year, it
Hey.
seems like maybe they sprayed it down with
Cleaned
some
it
kind
up
of chemical.
Yeah. Got it.
Or they spaced it out a little more, let the breeze take it away. So it was a much better experience this time, smell-wise.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it was a
The
good time.
Fago had evaporated by the time that you
Exactly.
got there, or
Orange
at least
Faygo
been
specifically.
washed down.
Moon Mist is a heavy beverage. It lays where it goes.
Which one's Moon Mist?
They're Mountain Dew.
Okay. They're Fago product.
Yeah, when Fago Moon Mist hits the atmosphere,
Yeah.
it thickens immediately and turns into a thick coat.
Frothy.
That's why Tila Tequila wasn't damaged so
Jesus.
much when they were throwing bottles at her, because she had a thick sheen of that moon mist on her. So it was like deadening the force of the bottles that they're being hurled at.
All
her.
right. Well, we got to move through some things because we got to get to clips here in a little bit. But we
have some more.
We also have some voicemails. We've got a couple left. So let's go to this one. I think this is from our buddy Matthew.
Yes.
Old Stafford?
Old Stafford. He's done the show. He's a big fan. I also do.
He hosted our show.
He did host our show when we were on vacation.
And I loved him for
and
it.
he did a fantastic job of that. So, for Matthew, here we go.
Good brothers. Matthew, all the way out in Colorado. Just wanted to call and say congrats on 600 episodes. 600 by way of whatever count is going. I know it's way more. But yeah, just want to say congratulations and say thank you for putting it out, because it brings me lots of joy every time that I get to listen to it. And Owen can attest, I fiend for it because I don't get to watch live. So once on Fridays, I get to listen to the first episode.
Yeah, this one's a dick. He's the one hassling me. Like, basically, hey, show's not up yet. Show's not up yet. Like, yeah, I know. Fucking.
I'm fiending for that.
He's a
2.0.
dedicated listener.
So I appreciate you guys making me laugh. Keeping me entertained, all of us, all of that stuff. And that's about it. Just sending you guys lots of love. Happy 600. God, I was listening around maybe around the 200s or 150s or something like that. It was way early, but but goddamn, impressive. Appreciate you boys, and I guess eat a bag of dick and fuck your dreams.
Thank you for that, Matthew.
Well, Matt,
Yes.
I love you, Matt. Thank you for sending us this message. Once again, eat a bag of dicks to you. Fuck your dreams, Matthew. Because remember, your dreams don't matter here at Oh No. But we do love you. Thank you for hosting the show and Owen's.
We all hate dreams. I mean, yeah. They're terrible.
But thank you for hosting the show in Owen's absence. That was a really phenomenal show. One of the best we've had all year.
The better looking Owen came in.
He was Owen 2.0.
He was Owen 2.0.
He was kind.
In general.
He listened to us.
Yeah, he was actually, apparently he was nice, which I'm like, well, he failed then. Like, he didn't do the show right.
He was nice Owen, and it was kind of sweet for a week.
Don't like it.
But thank you, Matt. We love you, brother. I'd love to give you a big hug. Please come back to Florida soon.
I'd like to do a fucking wrestling show with you sometime. I've got to call in his buddy. Now I'm going down the line. Now I've got his buddy doing the wrestling show with me because he's given up. Now I'm finding, like, it started with Duncan, and then it went to Matthew. Like, I met Matthew through Duncan, right? So they started the wrestling show with Duncan.
Now Matthew's pawned you off.
Now he's pawned me off of one of his friends. So it just keeps going down the line. Now I got this.
Do I have to get back into wrestling?
I can't talk to you about wrestling. You're an idiot. But listening to OhNoWrestling.com, I'm sure Matthew will be back on. I'm sure Duncan will be back on, and yeah, we'll also keep doing it with double. We got Double J Jansen right now, holding down.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
No, you don't, but he's phenomenal. He's weird. It's weird. He's from Colorado. Sounds like a Canadian. Like he sounds very Canadian. Coloradanian.
Something to do with the altitude, maybe.
Something is, and he is high a lot. He is there.
There it is.
Yeah.
Why doesn't Ty sound more like a Canadian? I feel like he should be getting a little bit.
Lived in Florida too long.
I had a real neutral accent always, though. Like I'm really from like outside Chicago.
Yeah. So.
Wisconsin people have a little more twang, but
more north.
I couldn't ever do it.
Midwest. Do you ever find yourself, if you're around a lot of Canucks, like falling into a little bit of it?
Your mom does a bit. Your mom does a little bit.
Yep.
She's got a bit. Your
Oh,
mom's
she's got a good Midwest.
Bird
she's
on
like
a
real.
How do you do a bird on
bird on a stick?
Yeah, bird on a stick. Yeah, she loves
She's
a good.
got it.
Do you know what a bird on
Oh.
a stick is? Ty's
Oh,
Ty's mom loves birds on sticks. Okay.
Like, is that a food object?
No,
or
it's
literally a
for
bird?
like your front yard.
It was her
Okay.
birthday. It was her birthday one year, and I asked her what Ty should get her, and she said, "I would like a bird on a stick." She
That's
loves
not what
you know,
happened,
like
but
the
it's
decoration where it's like a pelican
Got it.
on a stick on a
Yeah.
pedestal. She
Flamingo in the yard.
no,
No.
household wooden, I believe, dowel
Yeah.
in little
Flat.
Okay.
dowel rod
2D.
and in a
Like you're
plank
making
of
some
wood,
kind of Easter
Yeah.
basket.
a painted
Nope.
silhouette of a bird. Am I correct, Ty? In what she
It
likes
can be a
here?
full painting of a bird.
Do
It's
I
just
have to
gotta
go
be
get a
flat.
bird?
Get a bird on a
on
stick. Yeah, show
It's
him.
not a painting. It's
No,
a
no,
bird
no,
on
it's
a
not a
fucking
painting.
stick.
It's a bird on a stick.
Like
It's a bird on a
wooden
stick.
bird on a
Yeah,
stick.
this is what Ty's mom likes.
I
Like,
almost,
this is-
I almost sent Ty's mother.
Ty's mom single.
Mike B on a stick.
She loves birds on.
I can make
stick.
birds on sticks. I'm just saying.
I'll send her a boner on a stick.
Oh,
That's the
don't
same
do
thing.
that's ridiculous. You can't say. I keep saying that I want to get her a Florida bird. She says
That's
she
a flamingo.
She doesn't have a Florida bird on a stick. She's got a lot of
Your
like,
mockingbird.
She's got a lot of other birds on sticks. I don't think she's got
What,
a
a
Florida
hawk?
bird on a stick.
Well, I mean, what's a Florida bird?
All right,
on
here
a
we
stick?
go. Here we go. Ty,
The reveal.
show me the bird on the stick.
Here we are with a very modest bird on a
Oh
stick.
shit!
That is a good.
Into a piece of wood.
See, this is what she's
That's
into.
dope.
That is a nice bird on a stick. Ty, that is one of the finer birds on sticks.
Yo,
that
I'm
you've
gonna
ever
raid my
shown
grandma's
me.
house, and I bet she's got a few of those.
That is a good.
I'm gonna send them to your mom.
Did you get her that one?
No,
you
I
never-
didn't get her any of these.
you've-
This is her thing.
Well, that's the problem. Well, that's the problem. You need to get her a bird on the stick. Like,
it's not something you see a lot. I don't know where she finds these fucking things.
ask your mom this next time you see her. Because
Farmers markets.
I've been curious about this. I mentioned it, on the last episode,
Craft
and
shows.
last segment, moving into this. But does your mom have big boobs? Like, does she have like big boobs? Like, my mom has huge boobs now that she got old. She's like 70, but she's got like, menopause big boobs. Like,
Menopause
they're,
big boobs.
yeah, they're big, right?
I don't know how to answer that, but I'm gonna say I don't
Kind
think
of.
they're any bigger than they used to be.
Okay. Well, you get what I'm saying, right? Like, women get big boobs. Some women just have big boobs.
Sure.
Okay.
Some don't.
Okay, I was thinking about it the other day, and I was wearing a baseball cap to go to work. And I sometimes wear one like if I'm doing yard work around the house, that type of deal. You're keeping the sun out of your eyes, and it's like keeping your hair out of your
The
face,
old
whatever.
bear.
Yeah, right. So I got my hat on,
That's what it calls the sun.
and I did it like 3 times in a row. And you wear hats a lot, right?
I almost exclusively.
So-
I don't go out of the
Trucker
house.
hats.
I know I am a clumsy idiot, and I'm fast, and I'm probably a little tipsy, like just whatever. But
You're usually
every time I
kinda
open
half drunk.
every time I'm opening the door, I like slightly dust, like touch the brim
It
of
happens to me
my
with
hat.
car doors specifically.
Okay, you wear hats
Yeah, I do.
frequently, right?
Yep.
So
But
it
if you
happens
had
to you a
some
little
big old
bit.
titty, if we had big old Ty's mom's
This
titties,
is what I'm saying.
what you're trying
if
to
you
say.
got big old like
I'm gonna have to
Whoa.
look up Ty's mom
Okay.
now.
No,
Hold on.
I think my mom's probably got bigger tits than Ty.
Ty, what's
Like,
your
I'm
mother's
just-
name?
How's your mom doing?
That's my dad.
All right.
He'll bite you over.
Marilyn. What
Sounds
they
good to
look, Marilyn, what they look like? Hit me up in the DMs.
Oh, they're all probably saggy now, though.
I'd still look.
Well, I mean,
I'd
are they
still
paid for?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay,
They're
all right.
all
They're
Is there-
natural
So,
titties.
well, hold on. Now, is there a difference with what you're proposing here? I don't think so because it's size.
I'm just saying that big-breasted women must
You
not.
said, how do they do anything?
Oh,
How
must
do they do it? How do they live
Yeah, how do they
life?
live? Well, I feel like if I was a
I
big-breasted
think-
woman,
I
I would
think-
knock my tits with the door all the time. I
Well,
feel
why
like
isn't
I would-
why isn't our
clunk-
good friend of the show who also just happens?
She probably tuned out by now. She
Oh, I
probably
was gonna
didn't
say
join us
your
for
mother.
this.
Ugh.
Oh, my mother? Yeah.
Owen's mother with the rack. Can you
mean,
call in?
It's not even that big, but hers are saggers, right? Like
I still want to see.
No, I mean, yeah, but they're big tits. I
Hey,
mean,
Owen.
it's whatever. It's fine.
Hello, Mark B.
For medical
I
purposes,
will show you. Just send me a DM. I'll gently flash you the minutes.
I'll ask my mom.
There
if she opens the door.
If she
and
knocks the door on her nips.
on her boobs, just on her boobs. Like if she.
I bet it happens more often than we think.
Thank you. See, that was
and
like.
I only say that because I too knock the door on my
On
hat.
your boobs?
Like,
oh.
You do kind of have man tits, so it wouldn't.
I've grazed a breast occasionally, but mostly it's a hat.
Yeah.
I have grazed my hat and been like, "What the fuck?" Like I thought I was backed off.
Yeah, you do that thing where you're like,
appropriately.
you move your head back slightly.
Yeah, I thought I was backed off appropriately from the door, and nope, my hat
Classic misjudgment.
just gets it gets bopped off your head, and you're like, oh, well, now I look like a clown.
Okay, so
Great.
now I'm thinking about it even deeper.
Oh, here we go.
And okay,
Your
hear me
mother's
out.
tits?
Oh, no. I'm thinking about
'Cause I'm thinking about those deep.
if I'm soft and I'm naked and I'm closing the door, I'm not grazing doors. But if I had a
Maybe
boner,
you're not.
But if I had a boner, right? If
You're
I had,
still not grazing a door, Owen.
well, I feel like I don't know that I've closed many doors with full on boners. I feel like it could be possible.
Are you worried about closing your dick in a door?
I'm worried about an accidental forgetting about my
you have to have
boner.
oh,
I'm
First of all, you're
getting
not
to
gonna
close the
forget you
door
have a
and I
boner.
close it and I get a
chance.
boner.
Bro,
a boner
your dick
snatcher.
is not that big. You
It's
do
not.
not have to
I'm
worry
not
about
saying it is,
closing your
but
fucking dick in a
but
door.
I might forget I have a boner.
Even
and
with a
then-
boner, I think it would get you would get batted. Like your dick might get batted as the door
It might,
closes.
yeah, it might.
That's a
yeah.
good
It's not
adjective.
it's not
Batted.
getting
Batted.
fucking stuck. I love your confidence that you think your dick is so
Oh,
big
wait.
that it's getting lodged in a misappropriated
say
door.
that.
I
in
didn't
his
actually
defense.
say. I didn't say that. I actually said the opposite of that. Now that I think of it, though,
Just like the hat getting.
what if it's
buzzed.
like Shannon Burke and a shotgun with the dog and the and a
Oh, your dick grazed the door as it closed?
I think it goes through like the bullet, right? Like it goes.
Your dick goes through a bullet.
Boom! It goes
I
like
think
through the door, and then it's.
Well, now-
I think Owen blows the
Now I think-
pubes off his cock and it
Do you
contributes
think
to a
do you
Shannon
think it
Burke.
would be possible for the shitty doors in this apartment, right? They're like basically like
You can't close a shitty door on your dick.
no,
You
no, no,
can't.
no, no.
Prove
Hear me out.
I can't
you think
close
it
the
would be
shitty door on my
possible
shitty dick. I
With
know it.
these crappy old doors, they're basically just like they're almost cardboard wood, right?
Plywood,
whatever.
like
It's
press
not, no,
wood.
it's not even. Yeah, it's not even plywood. Whatever that
It's
they make
press
those
wood.
things out, right? Do you think it would be
MDF.
possible
Yeah.
for a dude to get
Hollow core.
such a good erection, like hard, and bang through a door?
Not a
Do you-
chance.
Not a
do you think
chance.
it would be possible?
Bro, the scraping from the one side of the door to the outside of the door
Tight
would
to it.
immediately
You're talking about like the
destroy
1
your
inch
boner.
punch of dicks right now.
Yeah.
No.
You don't
The
think
Bruce,
it's
the
I think you're
Bruce
gonna break
Lee
your
of
dick.
cocks.
you can back up, right? So you can get like a full.
Oh, he's getting up.
Extension.
Oh.
No,
I
you
don't know.
can't.
Like,
No,
you
you can't, Owen, because your dick is not
And then you
large
can-
enough
and then you
at
can-
the backwards
like-
extension to stay in the hole. So you're going to be rough. You're going to be shooting for the moon when you go back into that glory hole that you thrust your dick into.
I think someone could do it.
Who?
Someone with a bigger dick than
Superman.
you.
So
Yeah.
say bigger dick,
Not
Viagra'd
a
up,
chance.
like
Not a chance. I'd put money
I
on
mean,
it.
I can get a pretty good boner. I
No,
still don't
Ty,
think I'm
stop.
drilling through the door.
You're not
There
gonna
it
go.
is. Thank you.
You can't pop through a door.
There's like a 2-inch gap. Like, can you imagine?
What about a window?
Can you
What about
imagine?
like say
That's
it's a-
even harder.
Okay, well, say the pane in the glass wasn't gonna could the
Glass is harder than
could
wood.
support your dick? What are you trying to say?
A sugar glass.
Like if
Maybe,
you had a
Poke through it because it's soft enough.
like a
I
sheet,
hope.
Oh
like
my
over
God.
there, like a metal sheet.
A glass
Like doing a
sheath
glass-
around your dick?
Yeah, I think I could do that. I can
All
put
right.
out
Everyone could stick their dick in a
Well,
glass
everybody on
sheet,
Patreon,
Owen.
up
Okay.
to $5.
Up into $5, and Owen
we'll,
puts
Owen
his
will
dick
put
in
his
a glass
dick through a
sheet.
glass
How much
sheet.
does your car window cost? You already changed one.
About $150.
So we need $600.
All the windows?
And
Wait,
I-
you gonna stick your dick through all of my windows? Not
And-
on my
No,
car.
I'm trying to
God
make-
damn it, no.
I'm trying to make money off this, Mike. So
Oh.
you know.
Are you asking me to sugar glass all my windows? 'Cause I'm pretty sure sugar
$700.
glass is just as expensive.
$700. I get a boner, put my dick in a sheath, and I try and pop one of your windows with my
What's
dick.
the sheath made out of?
It's like a metal
Metal?
harness. It's like yeah.
It's not
well,
your
now
real
I feel
dick.
like the material is doing
What
more
are you,
of the work.
the 49th
Right.
samurai?
I can't be
A
popping.
leather sheath,
I can't be popping glass windows with a
leather sheath.
Then your dick ain't worth nothing, Owen.
Okay, leather.
Wait, your
leather-
dick needs a
leather-
Letterman jacket now? Was your dick the varsity football coach?
Oh, that's a good point. Safe light. We can just do that.
Safe light repair, safe light
Yeah, we can
replace.
just. How did you get that? How'd you get the damage? I-4. Wait, no. I mean, the dick. I mean, what?
I-4 does make a lot more sense if we're talking about your dick, Owen.
Why?
I-4.
Oh, I see what you did there. It's actually it's normal. It's fine.
Average.
It's I've seen them. It's all right.
I've seen
Like,
'em?
It's not nothing to brag about, but it's fine.
Very English.
It's an English dick.
It's gentlemanly, you know.
It's got a monocle and a top hat.
Yeah, exactly.
It asks gentlemanly, might I penetrate you, miss?
Excuse me.
Oi, I'd like to throw up inside of you, milady.
You know what I think it's time for, Mike?
God, I think it might be time to bring forth the clips.
I think it is too.
Clips.
I didn't even get a good clip on it.
Baby. You know we got 'em, baby. You know we want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips.
Yeah, Clips is the time of the show where we take a look at all of the random stuff that, of course, we heard from him earlier. Our good buddy Barilli finds on the internet. And,
Oh, it might be time to bring forth the clips. There it is. Sorry.
You just you had to get it out a second.
Yeah,
time?
it backed up. It got backed up.
That's fine. And yeah, we're here. So,
Oh, prejudge?
well, you're gonna prejudge it now already?
I'm gonna
How?
Well, when else would I fucking prejudge it, Owen?
Sometimes he likes to prejudge, but you don't have anything to prejudge. Judge
Not even
of,
words.
So what? Okay.
I'm prejudging it at a solid 8.1.
Okay, where I'm just gonna judge it after the fact, and we're gonna go from
I'm
there.
a prejudger.
Ty, you got the cone?
I got a cone.
All right,
Yep.
that's all that matters. It's time for some clips. Let's do this one. We've all enjoyed one of these clips time or two before, but man,
Is it Pete and Baz?
well, no, this is some weird Japanese game show stuff, and those are always fun. So
Are you here to fuck your mother's
well,
butt?
it's
Which ass is your mother's?
What are they walking on?
What?
What are they stepping on?
Looks
That's what
like
I'm
maybe
trying to figure out.
Legos.
All right, so we're stepping on some Legos, maybe
You can even read
into
that?
some boiling water.
They
maybe?
can't breathe. Is that like smelly water on their head? Are they blind?
Oh, they got to measure because they had a bowl in there. They got to measure who gets
Oh,
the
we're
most,
gonna
had
fuck
the
that other
most
guy
water.
up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
All
Check this
right,
clip.
hang on.
Oh my.
Wait a minute. So now we have. Now this
How do
is-
I get on this game show? How do I get on it?
So this
I
is
need
what
to
I
get on it
searched.
now.
This is my porn search history.
This is actually what Jason watches. Japanese porn shows.
So what is I don't
It's
know
a-
what's happening. Well, I guess the idea is that we're supposed to, kind of guess, but there's a very attractive Japanese woman, sort of like
Hump thrusting, grinding.
hump thrusting, grinding on a man lying on his back on a mattress, and is I would venture the guess that, of course, is this the game
It's like
to
a stylish.
to
Who
not
gets a boner last?
Oh yeah, I'm saying exactly. They try to not get a boner. Like that's like
How do
look
they
like they're
measure
having
this?
fun.
I think they're judging on performance, specifically
Wait.
athleticism.
Oh, it's a different game.
I don't know if this
Can
is
he
true.
not grab her butt?
I don't know if this is
'Cause
true.
I wish
or
he
not.
could grab her butt.
Burley's in the chat and he says
I'd get harder if he
the
could grab her
object.
butt.
I don't know if he's fucking around or not. The object is to now get a boner as your stepdaughter jumps up and down on.
Whoa!
God.
Why?
Oh.
Why?
So
What?
Oh,
What?
Dear. Oh dear. This is.
he's
not,
going for it. He's fucking going for it.
I don't want to be turned on, but I am.
This is a very popular category.
Okay, next game show. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
It's
now we
blind
have.
stick fighting.
Okay, so we have a
Blades of Fury.
a ring in.
Do you think those motherfuckers are putting their dick through a fucking piece
Okay.
of wood? I don't think so.
Okay, the
Maybe.
thing I like about this the
There's about
most.
to be a piece of wood put on a dick. I guarantee that.
The thing I like about this the most, like first off, we've got two dudes blindfolded, naked, apart from basically a loincloth and a
Right.
Speedo type situation. But I love the set design behind them. I love that they took the
it's a
time
ring.
to they have a ring. They have a one
It looks
rope,
like a
one,
knot.
a one bottom rope ring, and then they
It's a good trip ring.
It's also like a 16 to 20. It's a very small.
But why are they on the fisherman's dock set?
Yeah.
That
Well,
is-
that's where
that
most
is
of your
the-
fight rings happen, right?
There's
Okay.
a dartboard, random dartboard.
Random dartboard.
Wait, if I've been shown anything by Street Fighter, this is where you have fights.
Okay, and they are holding what
story.
look like they're not
Knives?
they're not cricket bats.
They're
They-
bokens. It's a wooden katana.
Okay, thank you. Wooden katana.
They're
No,
foam.
they're
They're
rubber.
foam
They're
as
rubber
fuck, yeah.
foam. Yeah. They're fake ones, but they're
That guy's unimpressed.
okay. So I guess the blind guys are gonna fight each other. One guy's chopping around crazy.
The other guy's like scared. Look at him cowering
Yeah,
in the
oh,
corner
no,
or something.
See, I would be like that. I would just swipe.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's up with all of
fuck.
the British, Chinese, Asian?
Yeah, why are all the
Huntsmen?
I feel
Why
like
are all
What
the
are they?
Chinese huntsmen there?
I feel like they're the judges, but they are all dressed as like Sherlock,
Sherlock Holmes, yeah.
yeah.
They're investigating. Wait,
That was all we got of
That's
that.
it?
That's
That's
all we
it?
got of that. I don't know.
okay.
This guy is sucking a noodle into his nose.
That's the worst joint I've ever seen.
Is that a noodle?
It's long, though.
What,
It's long.
what is that?
Looks like a tapeworm.
Oh God, it is like a noodle. Yeah.
Is it going to come out his mouth? What's he doing? No.
Is this the game? Suck a noodle into your. Put a needle.
It's gonna touch your fucking brain.
Oh, I don't like this.
Yeah.
This makes me feel.
Watching her is awesome.
It's all fun and games until somebody touches their brain and they
I don't
die.
like it.
Their acting is terrible too.
What happens if they do get the one guy though? That's just like fuck it.
And it's over. That's the end of it. That's the end of the series.
No, because he goes cram and then he slumps over and dies. And
Ah,
like,
you do the snort through thing. You go, and like, yeah, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. Oh, we got Twister-ish.
Twister.
Twister on other humans. Okay, I like this. This looks like fun.
Yeah.
So now we have sexy woman on top of two dudes.
it's another
Three.
stepdaughter, Owen.
4. There's 4 dudes, I think.
Is there
actually.
4? Is there 4?
There's
dudes?
one
This is
reverse,
my
reverse,
favorite
reverse.
so
I think there's 4.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. I didn't see
And
those
look at
two.
how many dudes are like waiting.
She's got her foot
to
on
be...
his face on the right
Yeah,
side
yeah.
there.
So the dudes are lying in Twister costumes,
Yeah.
you know, in different colors, the reds, the yellow dots, whatever, the blue dots. And the idea is, I guess, that the chick gets on there and
Has to play Twister on
plays
top of
Twister
these
on
dudes.
these fat, ugly dudes. Look
Fatzos.
at okay, and yeah, look at the fatzos, and then look over. Red dot is a fatso.
For sure.
Yellow dot's like a normal.
Yeah, he's a normo. We don't know about the other ones. We can't see him too good. But the other dudes it looks like they're waiting to come in the game.
Yeah.
They're
Looks like they're waiting to come. Period.
They are super stoked about being in this scenario. Let's check it out.
That guy's into it.
Foot in the face, little foot in the face action.
Right hand dick.
You can do it.
They don't have. I don't like that they don't have dots over their dicks though. There's no.
I know.
What the fuck?
I don't like that. Oh, what is this one? Okay.
How many
clips on your nose
How
and
many?
face?
What are those clips?
Laundry clips.
potato
Japanese.
clip?
They don't look like any clip I've seen over here.
But they've got weights on them, I assure you.
Japanese
You
laundry
assure.
clips. Okay, and we're attaching them to his
Oh,
eyebrows.
nope.
Everything.
Nope.
Oh wait, no.
I'm
Okay,
out.
okay, hang on. So
I'm out.
there are like, what would you say, like 15, 20 of
At
these like
least.
clips
Attached to
Eyebrows,
all the vulnerable
mouth,
pieces
lips.
of his eyes and face, and she's, I assume,
Nose.
gonna rip them off.
Yeah, she's gonna
Yeah,
kick.
so that's like attached to like a bunch of string that's attached to this lady's ankle, and she's just gonna. I
She's
don't know
gonna
what she's
Jackie
gonna
Chan
do.
the shit out of this.
Oh Jesus!
I'm kind of excited
fuck.
again.
Oh my god.
Oh, is it like a waxing thing, maybe?
Oh my god.
Probably similar.
All right, well that's a thing that happened. Thank you.
Oh,
I'm
my
kind
God.
of hard now, though. It's
Weird
It's
boner.
weird.
It's okay.
Yeah.
This is here to only make you harder. This is the Tim Allen Grunt Matte remake.
Let's go.
Yes.
There we go. I was
Oh,
waiting
it's
for
gonna
it.
be a banger.
Yeah,
I can wait for. I'm hearing the drop coming. I know it's coming.
it better. I'm gonna listen to this on my ride home.
Oh, get better. Come on.
It went polka.
God, that's all it is.
Drop that bass.
I keep waiting for a drop, and then
Yeah,
it's
or
coming.
more grunts. There were definitely more grunts. This is weak.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie,
I want it
I do
more.
love it. I love
I
it.
do love it.
No, it's terrible. I'm sorry.
I
It's the
can't
worst.
get into it. It's not good.
I'm not doing
There's
that.
way more grunts in
Yeah.
Home Improvement.
Oh shit. We got this one here. What? I thought you were getting up.
You have a question?
I thought you were getting up. Like it looked like you were. Okay, all right.
I might have to pee in a minute, but I'm waiting
All
for
right.
the next clip.
And we got Slaughterhouse here. This is
Oh yes.
it's a new movie coming out.
Interested.
I like it.
Like a good B movie.
From the people who brought you Cocaine Bear.
So cute. What is that?
Yeah.
That woman in the shower got
Bro.
attacked by looked like a
A
very
loofah.
a dickhead. Like look at this guy.
I've
Look
never
at-
seen a sloth move that
It
fast.
looks like a skull sloth.
That's a very scary sloth.
So
loofah.
cute. What is that?
That's a sloth. If you're interested, I could sell you that one.
They're really that slow?
Maybe they just tricked us all.
In the jungle, she's a beta.
What?
But out here, she's an alpha.
Alpha.
It is a wild
sloth is using
animal.
the internet.
You don't even know what it eats.
Alpha?
It's a slaughterhouse.
Oh, God.
I feel
I'd
like
watch it.
I feel like
I'd watch it.
I don't like.
I
okay.
hate the name, but I like the premise.
Slaughterhouse is not a good name. I like sloths though.
Yeah.
I don't
You
want
know,
to
like,
hate them.
why are we villainizing sloths?
This is unrealistic. Anyway.
I don't know.
It would be a hard movie to sell because like the main villain is so slow.
The slowest.
Hi everyone, I'm Yo, and this is Virginia. Welcome back to our YouTube channel, Knowing, Hearing, and Loving Our Lady Parts. So let's talk about vaginal farts, our queefs today, and our quick tip series.
Let's
And
not.
Let's get started.
Why did they throw that in there?
Queef knowledge. Gonna talk about queefs. Queefs.
Let me hit it with a red sauce, baby.
Queef.
So if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Subscribe
and
to my
let's talk
queef.
about queefs or vaginal farts. Now these can be really embarrassing because vaginal farts or queefs are uncontrollable and they're spontaneous, and all of a sudden it just lets go and it's really embarrassing. And a lot of my postpartum moms will actually complain of this more than any of the other symptoms they have, such as leaking, incontinence, pain during intercourse, because this is the most embarrassing one. And it's actually sometimes more embarrassing than actually holding your gas or flatulence, because you can't even control it and you don't know when it's going to happen. So why is it happening? It's because there's a decreased tone in the pelvic floor muscles, and it creates an increase.
I don't really care about the science. Do you?
I don't need to know why you're
fairly
queefing.
interested.
I don't know. I don't care.
Opening of the vagina.
It just
So
happens.
the introitus or opening is open just like Virginia's here. So air gets trapped in.
Okay.
And then when you're doing inverted poses, or if you're going swimming and you feel like a gush of water is coming out, usually it's because something is getting trapped in there. So what do you want to do? You want to get
Queef it
those
out.
pelvic floor muscles working so they increase in bulk and it decreases
Bulk your vagina up.
the opening of the vagina. So get working
those
on those
vagina
pelvic floor muscles
gains.
and integrating them functionally, like in my other videos. And the other thing is that if you're doing any of those inverted poses or
It's a
any
bulking
positions that
period.
you find that you are having one of those
cut
vaginal
after
farts
this.
or queefs, just squeeze your pelvic floor muscles during that exercise, breathe normally, and see if that helps. So thanks for tuning in to this quick tip series about vaginal farts or queefs, and get those pelvic.
Got it. All right. Well, I learned a lot.
That
I mean,
purple vagina is kind of awesome, though.
what a good demonstration tool, that she had there. Glad that, never would have understood anything without that. So
What's that dot?
that's good.
Not at all realistic. I just like the weird puppet.
All right, we got two more quick clips here. This is a little Golden Girls theme song. I think if it was metal, is that what it is? I think that's what we got. All right, don't let me go, creator guy. Let me down here.
That's creepy.
Will it metal? All right, so he's gonna. I think this is the concept of his channel here. He does Will It Metal. And can it?
Picture it!
Right.
Sicily! 1920! Thank you for being a friend!
All right.
Yes.
All right, this slaps.
So everybody knows I actually hate the fucking Golden Girls and I hate this goddamn song, but it metal's pretty good, and I like the concept of this channel. So we'll have to check out more of this stuff. I don't mind it.
I'm a big fan of covers in general. Like alternative genre covers.
Say thank you for being a friend.
I'm a sucker for a good punk rock cover, right? Like,
yeah.
99 red balloons.
That's a great one.
99
Hey, you nailed it.
That's one of my favorites.
Love balloons.
Yeah, I like a lot of those.
I'm cool with a good hardcore
I like-
metal version of an old theme song.
I mean, that's fun. That's fun. We got one more clip this week, and it is song 2, but everything is this dude's voice. So we'll see how.
Wait, is this from Blur?
Yeah, song 2 from Blur, but everything is like one guy's voice, I believe. So I don't know. Let's see how he does it.
Okay.
So bad.
Not bad, mate.
Get it, Geisha!
So isn't that just acapella?
I got my head shaved by a trombone shade.
It wasn't easy. There's nothing that does. Oh, woo! When I feel I think it all. Woo! When I feel I think it all. Woo! When I'm dying on easy. All of the time, but I never show I need you. Please let me show. So we found your song that you just mumble shit to, like, what was the one that you brought
Oh, The
up?
Middle by Jimmy
Yeah,
World.
This is the British version of that. You knew zero of those lyrics.
Actually, that's
Please
a
the
bit-
main show. That's.
I know a lot more of the lyrics to this,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know all of them. So yeah, there are still some like
There is
"Cause I need ya."
I was a major, but not that because I need ya. But no, as it's.
I thought it was because nothing's easy, but nothing is.
It's yeah. There's
Oh,
both.
That's what I thought.
Cause I need ya.
But isn't this just acapella? Like, how is this different than just acapella? Why do you say,
This
but
is
everything's my voice?
Because he's doing, yeah, it is, but he's just doing like the fucking. Like,
This is basically like all those nerds that do.
I want to hear more. And shut up. Let me hear the rest.
Got my head done when I was young.
I think we missed the best part there, though. I gotta
It's
give
not
him
my
some credit because he did. I want to hear like the solo.
It's
there.
not
Let me
my
break down.
problem.
Yeah. Shut up, Mike.
Please let me shout. Got my head done when I was young. It's not my problem. It's not my problem. Woo! When I feel everything at all, woo! And I think that it all, woo! When I'm lying on easy all of the time, but I never show I need you. 'Cause I need you.
At the beginning of that, when he says, "When I feel blah 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 blah," all right, what is he saying? When I feel
nothing at all.
When I feel heavy metal is actually what he's saying.
Oh, but you can see where I
He
would
got
come
angry.
from when I feel nothing at
Through
all.
the pen.
Yeah, fuck off. I know the. I actually know the.
Well,
the
yeah, he's a
lyrics.
Brit. They make him
Yeah.
subscribe to the lyrics.
Yeah, you got to know Blur. You're not. You're
You
not,
have to.
You have to know.
Well, because they then became like Def Punk and.
Some would argue almost as big as Oasis. They just never made it in America. That was close.
Wait, they didn't make it in America?
Blur made it.
You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. You know you want 'em, baby.
You made it.
You know we got 'em, baby. Clips. You know we got 'em, baby.
What you want me to talk about, Cliff?
Clips.
Ah, yeah. That was a pretty solid clips. I think that.
Oh, it's been a real great. It's
That's
been
it.
a real great show so far,
It's a
Owen.
good 8.5 to me.
Isn't it?
8.5 bug.
And it's at least a 9.0, isn't it? Isn't it, Governor?
All right, we got 2 voicemails left. None of them are British, I don't think, unfortunately. But we
Did I
should-
not send my British email?
You did that one.
No, that sucks. I did a real hot Brit.
Hot Brit take.
Yeah.
Hot Brit take about.
I was all about. I was all about
the chavs. Is it about you did about the
a
chavs?
bunch of slags
and
over
yeah,
there.
chavs and the slags.
And I was waiting for Brexit. That's actually one I was right about. I said we should excommunicate ourselves from the euro. What's it doing for us, isn't it?
We got one from Brian. Let's check out this voicemail.
Oh, the win?
Oh no, radio show. What's up? It's your friend Brian Wynn, old B Wynn here. I got a question for you. So, it being your 600th episode, I want to give a thing out for discussion here. Have you ever encountered a liquor or a drink, an alcoholic drink, that makes you like way more fucked up than any other things? Like for some reason, like brown liquors for me, like whiskey or bourbon or brandy gets me like real fucked up to where
I know
bad
the liquor
things
too.
happen. Whereas if I'm just drinking vodka
He's
or
already
silver
nailed it.
tequila or beer or wine, I'm good to go all night. Do you have a specific liquor or drink that'll just like fuck your world up and make you make bad decisions? And give us a story, each one of you, regarding said drinks. Eat a bag of dicks. Fuck your dreams. Love you guys. Congrats on the 600 shows. I'll see you soon.
Thanks, Brian. That's awesome.
Win. Love you, baby.
Do yours first because you're going to take the longest.
The first one is called cocaine. It'll just make you. No, I'm just joking. Literally, it's the herbal liqueurs, your Jägermeisters, like all
They
those.
fuck you up the hardest.
It's because like I literally love them. I love the way they taste.
And
I
you
love
put them down.
And yeah, they put me in a zone where I just want to. That and schnapps, herbal liqueurs and schnapps will get me just toward because you can take so many of them. They're all so light. Like you can just keep shoving them in.
To me, I've never really experimented with those. I'm kind of with him on the brown liquors. The brown liquors are the ones that are gonna get me. But there's also certain liquors and alcohols that get me in different ways, right? Like wine makes me emotional drunk. Definitely different type of drunk than I would be on beer or whatever. Brown liquor, I just get sloppy
tea?
drunk. No, I get sloppy drunk.
Oh, sloppy.
When I'm on the vodka, if I ever don't, that's what you don't do. Don't feed Owen vodka because Owen gets mad. I used to get. I don't know if I haven't drank vodka in probably a decade for this reason, other than maybe like once or twice in like a cocktail or something. I used to get real fucking angry on
Bro,
vodka.
because you can put so much of it away before you realize what's happening.
But maybe it was the time of my life, whatever it is, but vodka is the one I stay with. I'm not saying it makes me the most drunk. It makes me the most
Angry.
unpleasant drunk. Is what is what I would
Whiskey
go
is
with.
definitely that for me.
Is it?
Yeah, for sure. Same
Yeah.
thing. Like I just
glad we fed you some earlier.
if I crush it, I can get angry.
Yeah.
I've gotten in fights downtown Orlando, hit in the face with a fucking street sign.
It's usually liquor in general. It doesn't matter.
Brown
really.
liquors, like you said, brown
might be
liquors for
the-
sure. Yeah.
might be the worst,
Yeah.
but
I will say
Vodka's supposed to be healthy, the quote unquote healthy liquor, because it's I don't know.
What about you, Ty?
I don't really have an enemy. Like I
at this
think
guy.
some of the things we're talking about are some of the things I like though too. Like I love brandy, whiskey, all of it, bourbon.
Same.
Give
give
it
me
all
them
to me.
brown liquors.
But we're talking about getting trashed.
Right. But like, what does it worse than any other?
Okay.
Man, I'm sort of in love with tequila, but it does really like. I couldn't do tequila for at least a decade.
Tequila makes my
after-
clothes fall off.
Well, that can be fun too, though.
Well.
But yeah.
I saw this. I've been seeing this thing though lately, which is just like driving me crazy. And I guess it's a new thing with like, they're not. What is it? Gen Z's below millennial. Like I'm a millennial. The new kids are Gen Z, right? So like TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, but I've seen this new like thing where they're scared to talk about alcohol, and these are people that are of age to drink. But they're like, hi, I'm doing this fucking video. La, 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 la. You know, they got the captions and all the shit and the dickheads and whatever. These content creator like people, right? I hate most of them. They're shit. Like they're
What do
all.
you do
they're,
again?
They're all shit. They're all shit. They're like.
So
Don't
what
you
are they
content
scared? Are they
create?
scared of
Content
drinking
creator.
alcohol?
Okay, so no, here's what drove me
Talking
crazy
about
about this. There was a guy giving like a tour around his place, and there was a series of shot glasses. And he's like, oh, and check out all these. toothpick holders.
You don't think that's like?
I don't think he was trying to be funny.
I think
it's not positioning, like so that he doesn't.
What a dude!
I
don't know. What a douchebag! Look at all the, like he wasn't. He didn't come across to me like he was trying to make a fucking joke. It sounded like he was like, and it's not that he was like a dumbass and didn't know that it was shot glass. He was describing it as such as to not offend anybody.
I think that's part of
where
the humor in it.
Oh,
it's not funny.
off,
it's not funny.
Well, here's what I think of it. It's
me.
gay. It's fucking gay, bro.
It's
just call
Can
it
we
shot
go
glass.
back? Can we actually
It's
go
not
back?
gay. We dropped
No,
that term.
we're
dropped that term.
bringing it back.
It's lame. You just say lame, but you know, like it's fucking.
It's lame.
It's fucking gay.
Can you guys remember? There was a time in my life where we would have called that F word for gay itty.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would have been called.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. F word. Yeah. Yes. I just it bothered me when I saw it, and I'm like,
It's not
we've
content
gotten
for
to
you.
this. That I know it probably isn't, but this is a guy that doesn't look like. He's probably 10 years younger than me. I'm like, oh man,
That's a lot of time, Owen.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot.
Stop
Like,
pretending
I'm not-
like 10 years.
That
I'm not in my
drum
20s,
beating, buddy.
I'm closer to my 40s than I am
Hey.
my 20s. So,
10 years could mean you're
Shit.
dead or
Shit.
not.
Shit. Fuck. I got these fucking peanut squirrels fucking everywhere now. Like
penis.
peanut.
That's what I heard.
My neighbor grows all sorts of dumb shit, and he fucking grew peanuts, and now the squirrels are digging up his peanuts, and they're dropping them all over my yard everywhere.
So you're
And
getting
they're-
free peanuts and you're
No,
complaining.
because they don't eat the peanuts. They fucking eat the peanuts, and they drop the shells all over my yard, and I'm mad. And how do I sue
Owen
him?
loves when the squirrels drop nuts in his yard.
I fucking hate this guy. I have to take care of his
I
cat.
dropped a nut in
gotta
your
wa-
yard
now
earlier.
now I got fucking peanuts. I got peanut
I'm
shells
gonna drop a nut in his yard before I leave.
everywhere. It wouldn't be the first time a nut's been dropped in there, but
Oh, I thought you meant from me. I'm like, I've never jerked off in your
I
yard.
have.
Are
I've
you even
jerked-
sure about that?
I've jerked. Yeah, you sure? Because I'm pretty sure you have. But I have. I know Ty has.
No, I've never.
Ty has.
I've never had like the
Ty
space.
definitely has.
Oh, and I would have, but I've never.
Jason
really,
might have too. I don't know.
I've
First
never
thing I
really
did.
been given the
Yeah.
space to jerk off in your yard.
Right.
So
But yeah, I just had to knock this off my list of things that were gripes in my mind. Like I had to get it out.
can I again?
Old man yells at clouds.
Mm-hmm.
My gripe for this week. If and this kind of butts up to a good friend of ours. You know our good friend Russell.
I wouldn't call him that.
Or our good friend Jalen.
No.
AKA Russell.
I don't call him his name.
This motherfucker, and when he complained about it, I thought he was being kind of like a soft bitch because he said,
Well, he's a bit of a dickhead. He's a conservative dickhead, and
well,
and-
he did ask. He's like, I want to go back to a day and age when the people who serve me
Yeah.
are nice to me.
Yeah, I saw this. That's
Wait,
prob-
wait,
let's,
wait,
let's,
wait,
let's,
wait,
let's
wait.
not talk about
So,
this.
but
Honestly,
the
this is
bigger
not gonna be a good.
deal-
This is not going to end well. Make it quick.
And now I don't even want to do it. You capped it all.
No, but this guy has a different opinion of things than you,
Yeah.
and
Which
and
can be respected easily.
I do agree.
You don't have to agree with him.
No, because it does play into it. My gripe is that I literally sat at the counter of 7-Eleven waiting to be waited on again.
Back to the 7-Eleven.
back there.
And that's why they're about to lose my fucking business because, dude.
What was his name? Virgil was still there, or what was his
No,
name?
it's Alvin.
Yeah,
But
Alvin.
he's
Oh,
hired.
Chipmunk, I remember that.
He's hired this woman that is just more interested
Yeah,
in
like
playing
you talked
around.
about at the very beginning of the show. Yep, we good. We got that.
Angry.
Oh man, sorry. Excuse me. I learned to use the Apple Watch with my nose the other day too. I was
Wait, can you hit it? Did
Yeah,
you have to
yeah.
register your nose?
Yeah, I can do that now. Like I can do most things with my nose.
Can you
It's
do it
like,
with the tip of your ween? I think
That's what I was
Daniel.
gonna
Oh,
do.
I'm sure I can do it with my. I'm gonna try that.
Ween tip.
Yeah.
Why wait?
Next time I
Can we
pee,
register
like,
my dick on
Let
it
me
then?
check the weather. Let's go.
Oh, and if you check the weather with your dick, I'm going home.
That's the future, bro. Checking
I'm
the weather.
I'm going home.
It's
I don't care if it's the future. I'm going home.
It's the future. It's what we do.
Embrace it, Mike.
We got
I'll
one.
embrace it at my own house where it's my dick.
We got one more voicemail. I seriously, in all seriousness, I really don't know who this has come from. I haven't listened to it, and it was not a number I was familiar with, so it's completely blind to me. So we'll check it out all together, and it's the last voicemail of the show. But
Like, not even a please leave a voicemail. Like, that's very bossy.
Also, I've had a bag of dicks, and they're not that good.
I mean, the last bag of dicks I had wasn't bad.
Oh, I got a bad bag.
You got a bad
bad
bag.
batch of dicks.
Bad bag.
You heard about this one, Derek?
No, Sam, what?
There's a lizard person.
What? Lizard people are real?
There's a captain of a ship.
Wait,
There's a jabroni.
Like an entire ship made of shit?
There's also a hot taco in the mix here.
I heard somebody had really bad onion breath.
Oh,
King of the Onion.
Piece of shit, you old man. I'll kill you.
What does all this have to do with each other?
These motherfuckers are celebrating 600 shows.
600?
Can you believe it? I can't believe out of the all of the Central Florida podcast mafia that it's just Semantic and Oh No Radio Show left.
Well, I mean, you heard about this one, too.
Too sweet.
How many co-hosts has Owen gone through?
Owen's had more co-hosts than I have had sexual partners.
Oh, wow. Jesus, what?
How dare you?
We are just over here recording and hearing about this one on the same night that you guys are celebrating, and we wanted to leave you a voicemail. So congrats, boys, and to 600 more.
Yeah, congrats. We love you, and we can't wait to see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. I'd like to take offense to
What
this.
is going
Why do
on,
we have to get
fellas?
the
It is your
oldest
good friend,
man?
Mr. Tom Barilli here. I wanted to
Oh,
call
shit. Sorry.
and leave you guys a message.
Sorry, Tom. Tom popped in over there.
What I want to say is, why do we have to get the oldest podcast listener in Central Florida to celebrate our 600th episode? And then there was Derek, and then Samantha, you old podcast queen, you.
I tell you what, though, it's amazing that after all this, she's right.
Yeah.
The
Swervy
only,
Jones,
the only time.
dead. Taste of Chaos pretty much should be dead. It's garbage.
Answer Pants,
dead. Tidbits, dead.
Burn It Down,
dead. BYOCB, dead.
Who else did I feud with? Oh, Scotch and Good Conversation. Peter looks like he should die. Almost dead.
He looks like a skeleton walking around in skin.
Yeah. So sort of dead, but no, he's a good one. He's
But Peter's actually a nice
full
dude.
frontal turdity.
Nerdity.
Dead.
I mean,
Getting Grub, our good friends Trey.
dead. I mean, they're not good. Like any of them.
Shipmates, dead.
I mean, a lot of them are just not.
That was my own creation.
That was-
It's
yeah,
dead.
yeah.
I killed it myself and almost got fired in the process.
Yeah, okay.
Was that a success?
No Guarantees, dead. Orlando City Soccer Cast, dead.
I fell asleep on that fucking show.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, there's a lot of
Traxler,
them.
eat a dick.
We've done well to stand tall, like us and yeah, of all of them. Oh No Radio Show, like I told you from the goddamn beginning, I don't fucking give up. So,
Oh, wait, another dead podcast, or what I assume is dead? Happy Hour. Dead.
Not technically, but dead to what?
Love you,
Kyle,
dudes. I love you. I'm just
sorry.
cracking. I love you, Ariel.
We're
Love you,
joshing.
dudes.
We're just joshing. And then there's a lot of you that I don't even know and never listened
Yeah,
to.
your podcast wasn't
And
even big enough or
wasn't
good
alive
enough to
anyway
you
to
care
be
about.
bothered to care about. So, like, you know, fucking, I think I'm just not going to talk about other podcasts anymore. Or I don't know.
Maybe
what I'm
just
gonna
a
do.
real good one.
Yeah, I mean, I might come on because I'll be good. I'll be the best guest and stuff. But-
Just so you know, this does not speak for all of Oh No. I will still come on all of your podcasts.
If you got free beer, he will be there.
That's true.
If there are free drugs, he will be there. Ty will probably even fly down from California. Wherever
if you
he's from,
don't,
Wisconsin,
here's the
wherever
deal:
he's
if
from.
you don't have
Sure.
if you don't have a stock fridge of Bud Heavy, Owen's not coming. If you
Easy
don't
peasy.
let Owen
I
plug
always
his
used to,
own
I always
podcast,
used to bring my own beer, and I'm tired of
Yeah.
it now. Like I'm not doing
that's
that
why I
anymore.
just said
know
if you
who
don't
you
New
are?
rules. New rules.
if you don't have your
Alright.
own stock
Owen.
of Bud Heavy, don't invite Owen. If you're not cool with headbands, Owen's not coming on your podcast. If you're not cool with Owen kind of talking down about pretty much everyone else, don't bring Oh No on the podcast.
That's it. That's pretty much it.
Those are pretty much all the rules. Like, you pretty much have to be cool with us doing Oh No on your podcast.
I mean, that's what I do. I mean, what they expect me to do their topics and stuff.
Owen will take over your
What
podcast,
is that?
so get ready.
It's boring. I'm not doing that. I got enough time to that. I got to talk about what
Also,
I gotta talk
if you're
about.
an LA podcast and you want to invite Owen and I out to just do
well,
your podcast,
yeah, fly us out. We'll go.
fly us out.
I could do a flight.
Even
Whatever.
Rogan, if you want to fly us out to Austin,
Passports. I got passport.
I got a
can
passport
fly.
out.
You don't
I
need-
can fly around the world.
you don't need a
Oh.
passport to go to Texas, but
Well,
That's what I was gonna say.
Then, I mean, I feel like you should. I feel
Maybe
like,
here soon.
Maybe like
Texas
will
you might need a
in the
passport
near-
soon to go
yeah.
to Texas, but not right
Yeah.
now. Ari Shafir, if you want to invite me out there, hit me up. I'm down.
All right. We need to talk about this news story I stumbled on, and it's news. I thought we were getting a news guy, but I did find this news story today, and it is. I'm gonna start this one. This is my new.
Yes.
Awful story of the week.
Week.
So, okay, this is one of those that isn't funny, and I don't mean to be poking fun at it, but it is so horrific, it made me laugh type things, and so I have to, it was one of those that man, I have to read this to people.
Oh boy.
Okay, so yeah, this is bad. This is bad. I'm just gonna warn everyone right now. This is real bad. So, a couple is suing a Georgia hospital. It's a black couple, young black couple. It shouldn't matter, but it actually does. But a couple is suing a Georgia hospital for decapitating their baby
Oh my god.
during delivery
I heard this.
and then trying to cover it up by propping the baby up to make it appear the head was still attached.
I don't understand.
Then
Oh,
trying
no, you're
to-
just stealing all of my headline stories now.
Then trying to convince the couple not to have an autopsy. So I love that there's a doctor out there that tried to do the whole, hey, look, the head's attached to the fucking body thing.
Look at
with
this
its-
baby. Look how strong the neck is.
Oh my God, you're actually here. It's been forever. Oh, really? Are we? I mean,
welcome.
I guess if I
everyone.
bring up the worst news story in the world, the worst news reporter
I actually
in
know
the world,
more about this baby story if you would like to hear the full story.
ladies and gentlemen, it's Johnny Moonbags. I got it.
Well, greetings.
Damn it.
Greetings and
fuck.
salutations.
And now, here we are, once again, regrettably, with Johnny Moonbags.
Greetings
Thank
and
you, Ty. Thank you.
salutations, everyone. Thank you for having me back for your 6,000th episode. That's really appreciative.
Yeah, it's great to have you.
You guys said you needed a real newsman because you're covering a baby story.
Can you help me with this one? I mean, have you had? Do you know about this story?
You know, when in Alabama, it's called the old Alabama stand-up.
It's Georgia, by the way. It's Georgia.
They call it the Alabama stand-up in Georgia because even in Georgia, they won't do this kind of shit.
Yeah.
So it's called the Alabama stand-up when you have stillborn babies and through results of the hospital or negligence, they just prop the old baby up and say, "Oh, look at your baby. Oh, it's so sweet. Look at that tilted, crooked neck in the sky. That's typical of babies. That's what happened with babies."
I mean, I'm assuming you came in here because you want to catch up. You maybe want to read us a couple of news stories. But maybe you can help me get through the last couple bits of this news story as there is more to this.
Bring me your secondhand news and I'll decipher.
Thank you. Please, give your obvious great journalistic take on it, please.
Master journalism.
Thank you. Yes. So the lawsuit contends that the OBGYN, Dr. Tracy St. Julian, refused to do a cesarean when the couple asked.
St. Julian, they're not doing
And this is where-
cesareans. They're Catholics. They
Okay.
don't do cesareans.
So just hear me out here, Johnny. The couple asked for a cesarean. The baby's head was stuck in the vaginal canal for 3 hours.
I've been stuck in that
Doctor
canal.
then pulled the head with such force it was decapitated. It's
Pulled
like
the head right off. It wasn't like a
it was
umbilical
stuck in the vagina, Ty, and like a figure, like a wrestling figure, where their heads pop off and on.
Like a man popping an apple out of a cabbage. So the doctor.
It's so. We shouldn't. It's so horrific. It really is. It's the most horrific
It's
thing.
so medical, Owen.
It's very
It
medical.
happens.
Okay, so
sometimes when did you get the clamps?
I don't think
around-
this is. I do not think
It's
that this
common.
is very common.
Common.
The lawsuit also says that the torso and the legs were then delivered via C-section, and the head via vaginal delivery.
Well, sometimes you gotta get all the baby out. You can't just let some baby back in
Right.
there.
So they pulled out half the baby from the sunroof and half, like the head just bowling balled fucking back in the lane.
That seems like a pretty normal pregnancy to me.
That I feel terrible for these people. I know we're joking about it, but it's so horrific.
How does the
That-
baby's head not? Wait, they're supposed to
Jesus
stay on?
Christ!
I thought they pop baby's head on like afterwards. Like you're full assemble. Boop.
I don't think that's the way it works, man. I don't think.
Well, news to me.
Do you got more uplifting news for us? Because I mean, I just, it was so horrific. It's so oh no that I had to read it, but I just hope these people get some help out there. But yes,
Well,
by all means, we got news, don't we? Yeah, we got news.
Welcome, Owen, to the first news of the day. News one.
This is actually news 2.
News 2. News 2.
Thank you for gracing us with your presence after baby's head get pulled off news.
Oh, God.
Well, this news, y'all, is coming from our sister city of Eustis. Rarely in Eustis, the people get kind of testy when you start honking your horn. Well, apparently, they get so testy when you honk your horn that sometimes they fight back. in just a horn honk battle. Sometimes they get so horn honky that
A Eustace horn honk battle.
you've seen the old Eustace horn honk battle.
I don't think I've known. No,
in
I don't
the
think I know
depths
it.
and the hearts of Eustace.
What about you, Jason? Eustace horn honk
I've
battle?
been to Eustace quite a few times. Never had a Eustace horn honk battle.
Yeah, never been in one.
No.
Well, you gotta go to the nicest parts of Eustace.
The nicest.
Okay.
But the problem with this Eustace horn honk battle is that a man ended up with a bullet in his throat.
Okay.
There was a man. Let me reread this. Demetrius Marcus ended up with an unwelcomed bullet into his throat this week, as he was the aggressor in a traffic road rage battle in Eustace.
So he sounds like he invited it.
He didn't fully invite it, but he definitely opened the door. And you know, sometimes when you open the door to gun violence walks through the door. And so DeMarcus was shot in the throat this week in Eustace due to him speaking up about someone cutting him off in traffic. As far as the police say, DeMarcus was shot today in Eustace.
Oh, well, that's terrible.
It's an uplifting story because they do say DeMarcus will remain use of his voice.
Okay.
And so there will be many more Eustace road rage battles, as we know. The Eustace is so famous for.
It's a battleground out there.
Well, they just say that people likes to bring their guns to every sort of instance in Eustace. And this road rage battle ended in a small gunfight.
Okay.
There were several.
I mean, that's sad. I hope they stop fighting with their guns in Eustace.
DeMarcus Maris, well, he was charged though.
What he got? What he get?
Well, they said he provoked the violence, so he was the one who
because he was honking more.
He invited it.
He was honking.
Well, they're getting him on invitation to violence. It's the new charge in Eustace. Invitation to violence. So, but DeMarcus will spend the next 6 months in jail, even though he only invited the violence.
What about the assailant?
The assailant is uncharged as inviting violence or being the invitee to violence is not a pursuable crime in Eustace.
Interesting.
Yeah,
so you can initiate violence.
It's part of their dogma. It's their rules.
You can initiate it, but you can't follow it up. No follow-ups.
I get it.
In
Yeah.
Eustace.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair. That's thanks, Johnny. That's good. That was good reporting. Thank you for that.
Guys,
I appreciate it.
Have you seen?
Do we have a last story here? A news 3?
Well, that was news 1.
No, that was news 2. So we're going on to
Remember
news
the
3.
baby?
So now we're going to news 3.
Oh well.
And you got one more story here that you can that you got here.
Well, now I feel like I'm getting short.
And now, the news after news 1 and 2. The logical third news. News 3.
Thanks, Ty. That was good.
Well, welcome to News 3 on this, the official 600th episode.
Hey! Thank you, Johnny, for making it. Give us some news for our 600.
Well, gentlemen, the granddaddy of all news has happened in Naples, Florida today.
No, okay.
The granddaddy. Do you guys know what the granddaddy means in Florida news?
The
Is
father of the father news?
I thought it might have something to do with the Ku Klux Klan. Like the
You'd
grand,
wanna think
wizard.
so.
You know?
Granddaddy wizard.
I don't know.
But no, the grand poobah of charges is getting a flooding charge in Florida.
This is the biggest charge that you can get?
Yeah.
Oh.
And only to be enhanced by initiating a flood while stripping.
I've done that.
Have you ever initiated a flood while you were stripping?
This is the biggest charge you can get. It's initiating a flood while stripping.
It's the grandest charge you can get in Florida.
Can't say I've encountered that one. I'm trying to think even how I would.
Every time I take my clothes off in front of women.
Well, we have established sexy man. Sexy man.
Well, a certain gentleman, a certain Charles Hobart in Naples, Florida this week was charged with inciting a flood with his man parts. And inside of that flood, disrupting hospital operations.
Okay.
Ooh.
How'd he do it?
That's a twist.
You see, Charles, he is a man of special proportions, and this man...
Saying he's got a big member. A big downsized
well, he
member.
might not have a big member, but he's got a big gut.
Okay.
And this big gut...
Oh, no, fatso.
Oh, no, fatso.
Okay.
Old Charles likes to drink a beer.
I like him. Yeah, all right. My type of guy.
And when Charles' wife was admitted to the hospital this week, Charles was destined to go see her, but not without a beer of his own.
Oh, okay.
Well, and sometimes the hospitals, they're not too shine kindly on beers. Can't really drink too many beers
You gotta
in the middle.
probably
of the
put him in
hospital.
like a Yeti or something, right?
This guy drinks.
Yeah.
Well, not Charles. Charles wants to drink his Natty Life Tall Boys in the hospital.
He was just carrying them in there.
He walked them straight in the Circle K bag.
They frown him on that. They frown on that. Yeah.
And they told him before he got in, oh, no beers. Can't bring them into the hospital.
Which is also a bullshit rule. I agree with.
Yeah.
I agree with Charlie.
It is a healthcare
Is this
facility.
not America?
Yes, this is not America. Like,
Am
why
I
can't
not
I?
allowed to have a beer while I'm getting health care?
I'm grieving. This
I'm about to be grieving.
Yeah.
Just let me start now.
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
show you my ID. I'm of legal age.
I'm almost 40 years old. I'm allowed to grieve this way.
Okay, seriously. Thank you, Johnny. We need to start selling more beers at hospitals.
There should be bars in hospitals.
There should be bars at hospitals. Yep. Yes. This is not the worst thing. If there's chapels, there can be bars.
Well, listen.
I can't argue against that.
If Johnny Moonbags is in the hospital, there's a bar in the hospital. Just know.
Or should we put hospitals in bars?
That might be the quicker option.
Yeah, a lot of well, less transportation. All the guys in the bars are gonna need to go there anyway. So,
Well, gentlemen, I would like to say it doesn't seem to make sense that you can't drink a beer in a hospital, but they can still serve you $1,000 Bud Light. That's the hospital regimen for the week.
is that it? Is that the bit?
Well, I mean, I do appreciate you all allowing me to be part of the 600th episode.
It's good having you back and telling your stories and telling your jokes.
I need to get clean and do some news.
Get clean, come back, do some more
Can I
news.
give you my last story, though?
Very quickly. We gotta get out
Well,
of here.
Owen,
It's about that
this
time.
is the big story.
Big story.
Ocala. Oh, this too happy. Make it sadder.
Sorry, I didn't mean that one.
Make it sadder.
I was just gonna go with another. I was gonna go with another news.
Wow.
And now the saddest of the news is news 4.
The very rare, elusive, sad news 4.
Uh-oh.
Out of Ocala this weekend, everyone. There was
This is news 4.
Are you done? Are you done? News 4. Okay, so news 4 out of Ocala this weekend. Well, guys, the bear party's over in Ocala.
Welcome to News 4. I love you.
I'm going to strangle
I
you.
didn't know there was a bear party going on in Ocala.
Well, apparently, Owen, in Ocala, there's a double bear party.
Oh,
What does that mean?
Have you ever been to a double bear party?
Sounds gay.
It's extra gay.
Sounds real
Double,
gay.
at least double gay.
Yeah, double gay.
Well, when the police arrived, they found several men violating Florida's anti-drag statute.
Oh, yeah, as they do.
They were dressed up as lady bears. And the worst part of all of it...
Wait a minute. Hang on. What?
Lady bear.
Wait, so the drag queens were dressing up as gay men?
Lady bears.
Okay, lady bear. Got it.
Female earth sign animals.
Hey, new world. Got to learn all these new terms and stuff, Like,
So all these new lady bears, they released their captive Kodiak bear. And there's some fun going on. Maybe a little more fun on the female side. But it does take a twist. Because apparently horny bears don't stay so friendly for so long. So out of Ocala this week, we have bear on bear assault. And this is a group of men who were sexually breeding bears with other men.
what the fuck are you... What, did anybody catch any of that?
I just thought a double-barreled.
I don't know what...
You're talking about bear on bear crime, Owen.
So wait, we got a gay man
And a bear.
and a lesbian dressed like a...
We
Gay
got
man.
bears fucking bears, Owen.
You're... No.
News 4.
Thank you, Johnny Moonbags. You are free to go at any time now.
Can I just stay for the rest of the show?
Yeah, but you can shut up about your news because it's terrible. I remembered why we ended Johnny Moonbags' like card access to the
bear
home.
on bear news story. You could have had more.
Think you're good, man. I think you're good. I don't think we need any more stories from you for a while. I think you've significantly frustrated me. And
bear on bear news.
Yeah, pretty much ruined the end of the show. So that's great, But it is episode 600. It has been a ton of fun, and that's, let's be real. It doesn't matter because this is Ono Radio Show. We're here to just sit back, have some fun. And we're here to fucking cheers a couple beers. And we're here to talk some shit. And there's a reason it's called Oh No Radio Show. We absolutely love you for everybody tuning in. Thank you for everybody that left a voicemail. It means the world to me as someone that actually has to wrangle these goddamn animals every single week and put this show on. As much as I might be the asshole, there's a reason. Thank you, Jason.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
For seriously being a part of this absolute train wreck of a second segment.
Congratulations on 600, y'all.
We love you, and no, we're all kidding aside. It's just what we do, Man, we gotta reinvent this. That's that.
I've tried to kill this at least 2 to 3 times.
Yeah.
And we keep bringing it back.
That's terrible. I could have gone with aliens in Peru or my Chinese.
The aliens in Peru.
Or my Chinese Apple CarPlay scam. So I could have done a lot more with that. But it's fine. That's what next week is for. Johnny, you're a piece of trash. I wish Mikey would have stayed. Again, thank you again, Jason. Do you have anything to promote?
Yeah.
Like, is there
No,
anything
I
you
don't.
want to just shout out or anything?
Love everybody. Love all you guys. Thanks so much for having me on here.
Fair enough.
Happy to meet from afar.
Yo, it's dope tie.
You guys, patreon.com/OwenRS, twitch.tv/OwenRS live, facebook.com/group/Oh No Radio Show. Oh No Radio Show, wherever you find your podcast. If you like the graps, check out that Oh No Wrestling again, wherever you find those, ohnowrestling.com. More importantly, Mikey, Johnny, Ty, and even you, Jason. What do we say for 600 episodes at the end of the show? Eat up,
Happy 600, y'all. Put the chimichurri sauce on the 600.
Chimichurri hot taco.
It's been a full hot taco, y'all. I love ya.
We'll see you next week, probably. Who knows?
601. The
Let's have some
future
fun.
starts now.
It's not true. It's going to be the same thing.
But in the future.